I'm just gonna go live and let everybody climb on in. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Shabbat Shalom, family. Handle business. YAHKI Headquarter Fridays. Got NehemiYAH at the helm. You know the hot topic, bro. And we about to talk some things with our family. Handle that business, my brother.
It's gonna chop shop with our people.
All praise glory now. You got your tabs up there.
All right. Shalom is thou. This is your glow brother. This is your Hebrew glow-alike. The neon Israelite. I like it. All right, you know what I'm saying? To the left of me is my esteemed brother, you know what I'm saying? JEDADIYAH, my Rascalite brother.
Shalom, family.
Shalom, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Got my family in the building. Got my brother Fred. Got my brother Phil. Got one of my little Ishas in here. You know what I'm saying? On the phone with the other. I got Ishas. I got you. Not she. Boy, you can't. Don't talk no bad Hebrew around in Hebrew.
Ishas.
Wait, look. Boy, you got everything from nigga to
you already
niggas.
got a list.
Listen. Don't make me sing you some Texas. Make me sing you some Texas. What's going on, Israel? Climb on in, man. It's a lot going on, huh? But I can't. Look, me and JEDADIYAH was up here chopping shop before we even got online, man. We can't even go to work. Right here, Israelite in the news. Hey, brother, your people. What's going down in Israel, ain't it? Listen, man, we're going to make sure that y'all stay focused, man, and make sure y'all don't lose sight and keep your eye on the ball, man. All of a sudden, look, you watch the news in the morning, the weatherman could be 90% wrong, and you watch that same news channel every morning. Every morning, they put your black neighborhoods on the news as if they white neighborhoods don't have no crime. And you watch that same news channel every morning.
Ain't we the minority?
We the minority. But they majority talk about us. I saw that same tactic a long time ago with Hitler. I saw a tactic a long time ago with Hitler. You see what I'm saying? Hitler had went on the mark doing the same thing. Because listen, in order to get rid of a people, see, I'm about to get me a divorce. Shalom, Miss Kaya, with your old joker-like self. Hey, I want you to type in this text. Mordecai did that thing. Inside joke with the wife. So yeah, man, I'm gonna chop it up with y'all and talk with y'all a little taste, man. And you know, I don't even want this to be like one of those super studies. I want us to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot on our mind. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of avenues that we can talk. So let's use a platform that we have access to holler at each other, right? And we're gonna get this deal. What it do, Print Blake, my down south brother? What's going on, brother? J.I. Free, Yahoo. What up, Odelia? Shalom, she brew. What it be? What it be? I'm riding down. Judah Mack got my back. I'm kind of good, boy. Look at that, boy. Look at that 1970 hip. Hop, the hip to the hip, hop. You don't stop. Hey, man, listen, man. I want y'all to understand, man, listen. Your enemy don't love you. I don't care how much he offer to pay you, how much he offer you amnesty from the horrors to come. Your enemy don't love you, bro. You are in the land of your captivity. So you cannot depend on your captivity to be your media, spiritual, philosophical foundation of understanding.
Hey, I got a promotion, though.
I got a promotion in their system. Now I make more money from Mister. The white man, hey, look, man, look. That's why I understand Malcolm X. So I'm telling you, if I was born back then, I didn't have no understanding of this truth. I would have been a Muslim all day under NOI, boy. Because that boy understood. That boy had understanding. And look, whenever somebody awakens out of this system, you become the virus of the system. You become the anomaly. You become, think about Neo and Matrix. And I'll touch back on it later on for the people that ain't clammed in yet. Already, I see we got 44 people. I should have about 40 likes already. You need to like this sometime. Shalom, Yasmin. I see my little daughter snuck up in here. Shalom to all the grandbabies. I know she keeps y'all watching. So y'all can see y'all Shapapa. My grandbabies call me Shapapa. Shapapa. Or Shalom Papa. I think my grandbaby's gonna grow up and call me Shalom Papa. Like if they say it so much, like I think they think that's my name. Shapapa, Shapapa, Shalom Papa. They don't think that's what it is. So Shalom Pete, Jay Mason. You know what I'm saying? Maria. Who else we got up in here, man? So we're just gonna talk with each other, man. So make sure y'all like and share this on some social media. Call your pastor, your preacher, because they ain't gonna talk about it in church. So you might as well come on in here and get it. We'll have that talk with you, right? So without further ado, let me do a little more shout out. We got 49 people in here, so I know I got about 40 likes minimum. And see what it is. Anything you want to say to our people, Jedadiah?
Just stay woke.
Keep your head up in this hour.
They doing everything they do to tarnish this awakening.
And listen, the government does not want the rise of black consciousness. I repeat, the government does not want the rise of black consciousness. You hear me? So when you understand that the government don't want the rise of a black conscience, when you have a people that are awakened and are awakening, right? And you understand in that situation, let's get it back to it. All right. Yeah, so when you sit here and you're dealing with an awakening, right? When you sit here and deal with a people that no longer want your government, they don't want your what? Medical, they don't want your what? Benefits, they don't want your pagan holidays, they don't want your culture. We are literally becoming sick of you. That people are a danger to their system. You know what I'm saying? Guess why? Because you're no longer a wheel in the cog of capitalism. A Hebrew that woke up and don't keep Christmas, how much he shopping for Christmas? How much is he saving for Christmas? When the Israelite wakes up and says, I'm not on keeping Thanksgiving, you killed the Native Americans and you enslaved my ancestors, and I'm thankful for what? When I don't keep that no more, how much money am I not spending on Thanksgiving? How much money I'm not spending on Cyber Friday or Black Friday and Cyber Monday? When you are awakened, you are putting a dent. I'm not buying your pork chops no more, so they pig farming business is going down the drain. Because the Negroes the main consumer of the pig. Those who ain't awoke, they getting smart. Why do you think they high pricing vegan and plant-based foods now? The Negroes are switching.
That's right.
The Negroes are switching.
Hey, you know, it sound like the quickest way to get your enemy off your back is to stop doing what he do.
Bro, can you please say that one more time?
The quickest way to your revolution, the quickest way to get your enemies to fall is for you to stop mimicking him and doing what he's doing. So in every way, shape, form, or fashion.
Every what?
Every way, shape, form, or fashion, because you're the number one consumers. We spend over $1.52 trillion a year with them. And we don't produce nothing as small as a toothpick as the people. So if you stop doing what they're doing, you understand? Now you're taking everything back.
So listen with my brother Malaki. Listen.
Bring the scripture.
You got it?
Oh yeah, Proverbs.
All right.
Proverbs 3 and 31.
I know we got a precept real quick. Hold on, I'm typing up in here.
Going into what the big Maccabee saying, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor. Boy,
that's one of my favorites right there.
And choose none of his ways.
Read the next verse.
Yeah, the next verse, kids.
32. For the froward is abomination to the Most High, but his secret is with the righteous.
So you an abomination if you someone that chooses the ways of your oppressor. If you choosing the ways of the world in the eyes of the Most High, you disgusting. Right. You know what I'm saying? And all at the same time saying, why is he on my back like this? You still doing what he's doing, and the Most High told you to stop. You really want to see the power of the Most High? Just on a basic level. Stop doing what your oppressors do, right? And do what the Most High commands you to do, and you're going to witness the power of the Most High. You did?
Because you were called to be set apart.
That's right.
You weren't called to be like them. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. You weren't called to be like your enemy. You was called to be set apart from them. Because if you like them, that's an abomination. If the Most High is coming back to destroy this nation and these heathen nations, why are you trying to be the heathen?
All of them.
What the Gentiles sacrifice to is to the devil.
That's right.
Thus said the Lord. So why is we trying to be like the devils? When the Bible tells you that you can't sit at the table of the Lord, the table of devils, you can't love one master and love the other, you're going to hate one.
Exactly.
There's only two kingdoms in this world you're dealing with. The kingdom of light or the kingdom of darkness. The kingdom of YAHKI or the kingdom of Hashatan. Ain't no gray area. And if you gray, you might as well be dark because he spewed you out anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Ain't no kingdom.
We're going to the park and talk about that Adam part.
Ain't no kingdom of the gray.
Ain't no kingdom of the gray area. You can't be a grayerite. So go ahead, give me that Deuteronomy 7:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
For
thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. Holy itself means either worthy of worship, we not there, or set apart.
Right. Set means accepted.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Most High, thy Elohim. The Most High, thy Elohim, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So God has chosen you to be separate because you are above. Wait a minute. So you really think you better than me? Yes. As it is written, so shall it be.
Israel is the most highest point man on this earth.
What's the crown of Africa?
You want to know what the creator of heaven and earth requires on his creation, you got to go holler at Israel. Problem is Israel steady want to be like everybody else except who he was made to be. Yahshua, upright power. Yahshua, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Your name, the first part of your name is Yeshua, which means upright. In the book of Joshua.
That's right, bro.
Yeshua. That's Yeshua, Hebrew means upright. El means power. Every time somebody meets you, every time somebody speaks to you, you should be representing the upright power that created the heaven and earth.
Come this way a bit, man, just so you don't have to put a strain.
I'm just saying, whenever somebody run into you, speak to you, when they see how you move, the actions you do, how you handle your affairs, everything that you do is supposed to represent that upright power.
So when they see you, they should see the power of God,
the upright God.
Illuminate.
That's what Israel means. Yahshua, upright God, upright power. So the words you speak, the actions you do, the thoughts that you think, everything should vibrate on that level right there.
So let me show you what Malak's talking about. So when this thing happened in New Jersey, right? What happened at your job, JEDADIYAH? Because your people at your job know that you are a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Ask them, explain to people what happened. And any of y'all who enter can attest to this because it happened to me too.
Well, when I first got in, say 2 or 3 brothers came to me and asked me.
Couldn't wait.
But soon as they saw the news, I got a brother waiting for how the hell.
And I know one of them was a Moor, one of them was a Mason. They say, y'all responsible for that?
Y'all. So you should have asked that one that's some more. Are you responsible for that Islamic dude that went in there and killed up them people at that Air Force base? Was that Air Force base? When he Islamic?
As a Christian, are y'all responsible for blowing up the Oklahoma federal building? Timothy McVeigh.
Christian.
Come on, man, stop it. Look, the crazy part is, like we were talking earlier, they ain't said nothing about what camp or congregation he belonged to. Right. We about to show y'all his Instagram page.
Yeah.
Why everybody want to rap. All right. And then they also didn't talk about how he's an Army vet. Really?
So why they didn't say
really
former U.S. Army veteran goes postal? U.S. Army vet goes nuts. He suffered from PSTDFYG. They got all these, gay acronyms. He suffered from LMNOG, laser sight, mobile deterrent. He's suffering, brother. They don't want their what, brother? They don't want their military to look bad. But they took a few pictures, which was of a black Jesus, right? But they ain't labeled him to IUIC, because that's the picture they used, right? And they took the 12 tribe chart, so they ain't labeled him the one West, you know what I'm saying? And said that Hebrew Israelites, all y'all, one thing. They'll do that to Christianity. Right. How many Christians they killed?
What about Eddie Thong?
He was a molester of children. Settled under the table. Now, because this government works a certain way, you can pay your way out of wickedness. That's why every crime has a what? Financial number 2.
All commercial.
It's a banking business. The courts are a bank business. If you get a traffic ticket, there's a fee. If you go to jail, when you get done paying your debt to society, what they say? Get done paying your debt to society.
Right. The number one thing is they want to destroy it.
So they want to do what, Fred? Why they want to destroy this? So what my brother Fred is out here saying is this. You have to understand, y'all, don't believe nothing that the media, listen, if the media puts out in one day that there was a black Hebrew Israelite, one, did you know that black? Show me in the Bible where it says black Hebrew Israelite. I can show you Hebrew Israelite. It's like calling a car automotive.
Or it's like saying there's Chinese Israelites.
I'm a China
There's
light.
Russian Israelites, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? These are the black Israelites.
So why don't say these are the Jewish Israelites for those who got killed? And listen, the title of the article saying that he was spewing anti-Semitic. I'm telling you, look, Google this right now. Hold on, I'm gonna type it in. I want everybody, and then give me a 7 if you did it. Definition, right, of anti-Semitic. Google that right now. I'm gonna give you.
They really make themselves look bad.
They really are.
Israelites, I ain't never heard of.
Do me a favor,
I never heard of
pull up
any
definition of ham, and I'll read it.
There's never been any incidents that Hebrew Israelites did any terrorism to the country.
Man, you're not gonna
Say that one more time.
That's important. There's never been any evidence.
And say it a little bit louder, just make sure our audience can hear you.
Doing any terrorism in this country.
So what my brothers,
you want to say that now?
so what my brother Fred is saying, there's never been an Israelite on record that performed an act of terrorism. Now we will form acts of rebellion. Mordecai and Esther. Tell my wife Kaya, I threw that out there for her. Mordecai and Esther, we would not bow the knee. And we almost got killed out in all the prophets.
Righteous rebellion.
Righteous rebellion. Right? You had Eleazar who would not, defile himself with unclean meats. Second, he would not go on the record to eat righteous meat to make it look like undefiled meat, that he may teach the younger Israelites to eat defiled meat. And the mother, may the Lord give her eternal peace and her children, because that's a major bang for the kingdom. That my children were put to death to keep the laws of God. This is what I'm saying, bro. That elder and that woman and her sons, all under the banner of the season that we as Israel should be in, which is the Feast of Dedication, right? Don't get scared, Israel. Yeah. Rededicate yourself even harder in this truth.
That's right.
Even harder. In the truth, you'll be like, gang, gang, bang, bang. Most high in this thing is what I be on. Look at my comment. Boy, I say, y'all gonna hear a whole lot of hallelujah. I say, I praise the mighty YAH around me, bro. At work. You're gonna hear a lot of that. Hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the mighty YAH. And I always say the name of my grandson. My grandson saying so called little Jason.
Hey, but like what Freddie was saying, there ain't, despite of the different Israelite congregations and camps, which you're not gonna find anywhere from any congregation or camp, is any video telling you to go out there and commit what they call acts of terrorism.
Right.
Now we will defend ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? But what dude did with his little woman and they 50, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, that ain't come from no Israelite camp, no organization, no camp, no congregation at all. Find the video. Find me an Israelite video telling you
To go kill
to
the white
jump out
man.
and go kill the Jewish man at his store.
Actually, they went on a suicide.
We'd have been plotting to go buy the store.
That's like suicide. What they
And
did.
it's counterproductive.
But that wouldn't be us. So
Right.
Sister
You get
Odelia,
out of-
Sister Odelia, hold on, Sister Odelia. All right, so I got it in the room. I want y'all to see the definition of anti-Semitic or anti-Semitism, right? And Mally pulling up the definition of hand for me. I pretty much got it by heart, but I wanted to read it, but listen. So Odelia put up, this is the post right here, right? Anti-Semitism has to do with the hostility and biasness. I thought that was an L. Hear my bad folks tone. So it says anti-Semitism has to do with the hostility and biasness against the what? Real Jews. Stop. Give me Revelations 2:9.
Right there, free slave. That's right.
Do me a favor, Jedediah. Scoot over this just a little bit closer. I know your voice. And listen, man, all praises to my brother, man. He just went throat surgery. You know what I'm saying? But he still came down to hold down the fort in the hand with his brother. Come on, man. We finna read it. We finna do like them brothers do. We're gonna go in that word.
Book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
I know thy works and tribulation
I know thy works and thy tribulations.
and poverty.
And what?
And poverty.
These Jews own most of the banking. They funded the slave trade. Why? It makes sense for the Jewish convert imposter. This ain't hate speech. This is truth speech. Funded the slave trade to move you out. It makes sense. In order to become the people, you have to remove the people. Why did Nassar, you know what I'm saying, who was the second Jordan president back in the 1950s, said, how did Israel leave black and come back white?
Gamal Nasir.
Gamal Nasir. Yeah. How did Israel leave black and come back white? You will never have peace here. Your present today current battle with Palestine and the Israelis, or what we say is Israelites, is that if the real Yahudim or the real Jews won't come, you see what I'm saying? Then the birthright, what's going on, RC? The birthright will what? Go to us. So Palestine said the real Yahudim, that's how they call us. Yahudim, which is Jews, won't come, right, to claim their birthright, then by pecking order, because Ishmael are Hebrews too. They Hebrew Ishmaelites. Because they come from Abraham, who was the first Hebrew. They say that their birthright is ours. And they all right. Because we ain't went back and took our birthright. And listen, how does everybody in the world know and you don't know? Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But thou art rich. Now, mind you, first it said thou art impoverished or in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And the Negro what? Last hired, first to what? You hear me? If you're a second-class citizen, technically you're not a what? Citizen. And then if you have a new flux of immigrants that come in, aka what they call now the undocumented workers, if they come in, become a look, they didn't came in organized, and it took political places, and it took Supreme Court seats, and it took governmental positions. If they become the second-class citizen, what happened to the current second-class citizen? He goes where? If you ain't number one, number two, you ain't nothing. But it's prophesied. Go ahead, finish listening.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
I know the blasphemy of them who say they are Jews.
And are not.
And are what?
And are not.
And are not.
But are the synagogues of Satan.
Are the synagogue of who?
Satan.
Brother, you either living in two worlds. Kingdom of light, YAHKI. Kingdom of darkness, Hashatan. How can one sect who claim they are Jews, because most of these Jewish people still keep pagan holidays,
Or they reject the one that just said that, the Messiah.
and they reject the Messiah?
They reject Christ.
They call him the Jew on a stick.
The greatest Israelite ever, they reject. But he reject them.
You gotta get ready for them because they coming.
Bro, rejoice when they come.
We know they coming.
Friend, rejoice. The book of James chapter 1, it starts off with greetings to all the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Not the whole world. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Shalom. Count it all joy when you go through diverse situations, bro. Listen, in the end, we win, bro.
We got a king that's coming.
Boy, I love to hear it.
Come.
But we got a king that's coming.
Okay.
Long live the king.
One question I gotta ask. Now, they know they fake. Fake Jews.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they is into the Bible like everybody else should, right? They ought to know that what they got going ain't gonna work, right?
They know they are, bro. Listen.
Say they the synagogues of Satan, right?
It,
Scripture say no.
If you do something evil,
can transfer itself to angel of light.
You got a short time.
Say no that his time is short.
Right.
So what they do, like if you ever seen the movie Devil's Advocate back in the day.
Yeah.
All right, now trip off that. Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino played the devil.
Right.
Keanu Reeves was his son.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, well, based off the book in the end, you lose. And he said, oh man, we're gonna write our own book.
That's exactly what he said.
Right.
No, so they whole thing is to overthrow prophecy. You understand? By waging war at the chosen seed to where we become obsolete in their mind. And by default, they cash in on the promises. That's it. Look, that's their mind. But look, the calling of the Most High is without repentance. The Most High called his people, and he ain't taking it back. He'll never take that back.
He said, whoever you give me, who can take them out of my hand?
And you can't take it back.
You can't
So they're trying to overthrow prophecy. But
Wow.
it'll never happen.
Right.
It never happen.
That really upsets me.
The lake of fire was formed for Satan. Formed for him. You see what I'm saying? No, I'm finna read it now. I'm finna read it right now. And then I'm gonna go back and precept.
Makes sense.
Talking about it.
You're right. Hey, y'all are right about that. Because you know what? When the slaves, they try to use the Bible to make it look like you need to obey your master. That's basically the same thing.
But did you know in the African Museum in Washington, D.C., the slave Bible they gave us are missing thousands and thousands of verses, hundreds of passages. Listen, what did Nat Turner say? Wherever I read that slave obey your masters and all, he said, man, I saw the Most High God save his people and destroy the enemy. To where he had the epiphany, destroy the master.
Look, Christ was a so-called black man, and all his followers were too. You feel me? Even on the day of Pentecost, when you look at all them languages, the tongues were spoken in, all of them are so-called
Afrocentric.
For the most part, you don't see no European languages on there. If you were just trip out all the lands everybody was from. Everybody was either from what you call North Africa or over there between Arabia and India. You know what I'm saying? So that means, and then the oldest, before Rome even adopted what you call Christianity, Ethiopia had already adopted so-called what you call Christianity, the following of Christ, as their national religion. You know what I'm saying?
And had some of the oldest records on record.
And Egypt. You see what I'm saying? So way before Rome. So the whole idea that is a white man's way of living, whether you talking about Christianity or Judaism, all that's a lie. You feel me? You just got so-called white folks that slid in after the chosen people have been destroyed, right? And then they teach it from their perspective,
right? So
you know what I'm saying?
In order to control.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's why you were saying earlier, you see brothers on the streets, and the white person can't deal with them because it was never given to them in the first place. This was given to you. And
we're
brothers
gonna read that too.
Brothers
Psalms
raising up in this hour and studying, and they know where to go. Right. You can't ask none of these brothers up here, man. Show me Jesus white. I mean Jesus black in the Bible. Thought you'd never ask. Revelation this, Daniel this.
Yeah.
You feel
Boy, we'll get excited.
all over the place.
Boy, Hebrew get excited.
They're gonna fire off an extendo, or you be like, "Dang, let me get out of here." I ain't know.
I see that on CNN when that dude they was talking to. He said, he said, bring that up. Man, he had 3 brothers, man. They was like, man, they taking turns. Bring that up. God. Man, that dude said, man, y'all just racist. He was mad and walked
Now what I'm
off.
saying, so it was the white man's book, but the white man didn't never taught these brothers how to go into the Bible and find. Right. I see it. So how is it the white man's book? Right. And how is it we can use it to straight, and the white man gets so infuriated, he say, oh, y'all racist. Well, hold on. This is the same book that you claim is yours.
And bro, like I say, man, that really made a believer out of me. I said, I got it.
Yeah.
I say that's what Jay
What we've been talking about the whole time.
I said, that's what that brother. When I thought about it, I said, that's what they be doing, man. I said, man, hey, come on, man.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal, man. That's what I got out. I said, man, that's the real deal.
Now, Fred, how much trouble I used to get is, listen, me and Fred, our parents paid for, we didn't see public school to high school. Let me read this real quick. So I'm going to read the definition of ham, then I'm going to jump back on this. So the definition of ham, right? Because I left Odelia when she posted about anti-Semitic. How can we be anti-Semitic when we are the children of Shem?
Can be anti-Semitic. Right.
They be saying I'm anti-African American.
We're the real Jews. Right. So how can we be anti-Semites?
I'm going by I'm going by what I see when I come around. Y'all don't teach them about no hate. I ain't heard nothing about no hate. Oh,
so look.
Nothing about no hate.
No,
bro. Truth is the hate speech.
Yeah, there you go.
You hear me? Yeah. Truth is hate speech. Are you anti-Fred? So that's the same as saying anti-Semitic. Are you anti-Malachi? Are you anti-Phil? Are you anti-JEDADIYAH? You know what I'm saying? How can we be anti-Shemitic? We are the children of Shem. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons who lived through the flood. He became the progenitor
father
of the dark races, but not the Negro. How did that happen?
It's a neighbor.
That means you're not the African.
The Negro and the dark races are not the same people.
There you go.
They infiltrated their book. What they want to put in there.
No, not this book. They infiltrated your mind.
Okay, you said the mind thing.
Right, listen. Their book, listen. The white man can't go in the book and say it's a white man's book. If you study, the Bible says study to show thyself what? Approved. Study to show thyself for what? Approved. If you go in the book, like how you say those brothers do and like how we do, you can't sit and tell me it's a white man's book because there's no white man in that book like that.
Change the image of Christ, Jesus.
And we got prophets. Give me 1 Maccabees 3 and 48 real quick.
Like Bart Simpson. Why is image like Bart Simpson?
You already know what I meant, Fee. You already know what I meant. So I'm finished reading this. Ham became the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, the Canaanites. And the reference is Genesis chapter 10, 6 through 20. That's where the table of nations is.
So now you got to ask yourself, if we don't descend from Noah's son Ham, what son of Noah do we descend from?
Shemites. It's an anti-Shemitic. It's an anti-Shemitic.
So you can't be anti yourself.
Noah's son Shem, not Noah's son.
Hey, my brother said, wow. You know what I'm saying? He said, wow. Hey, look, it ain't real. It is real. It is real. You Israel, bro. You see what I'm saying? So give me that first Maccabees 3:48. So we're going to understand, listen, it can't be a white man. Look, we was prophesied that they would do this. I told you, look, this is just a chop session, y'all. Like, we just need to talk to y'all. Just need to come and holler at y'all. Y'all need to talk to each other in the text. Y'all need to talk to each other in the chat. We need to address things. And we need to let y'all see, you know what I'm saying, the forest for the trees, they used to say back in them old days.
Okay, that book right there and the Bible,
they the same. This book, Fred, when we grew up and they was in the schools that I was going to talk about that, in the schools we came from, they moved us out. This Bible, this part of this book, was in the 1611. It was one book.
One book.
They couldn't
so
explain.
Hand in hand.
They are hand in hand.
They are hand in hand.
Same book.
Same book. Anybody? Hey man, you got a Bible, Zondervan Bible Dictionary back there? You got a Zondervan Bible
Why
Dictionary?
did they get rid of the book? Well, I ain't say get rid of. Why did they move it out?
Listen, the Bible tells you that you should not add nor diminish. 22 at the end. Yeah, we went this first Maccabees 3:48.
First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
Let's get it.
And laid open the book of the law.
So your enemy laid open the book of the law. What is the law? The first 5 books of the Bible is called what? The Torah, right? The first 5 books. But also the prophets. Look what they did. So your enemy opened the book of the law and did what?
Wherein the heathen.
The heathen or the other nations. There's a Chinese Jesus. There's a white Jesus. There's a Korean Jesus. The heathen, which in Hebrew is goyim, open up your book and did what?
And sought to paint the image or paint the likeness of their image.
So the heathen opened up your book, your knowledge, and wrote their image in it. You go to the great cathedral, there's a white God pointing down. Show me in the book where there's a white God. I'll wait.
Yeah.
While we waiting, give me Psalms 147 and 19. Oh, I guess you need your book back.
They get so mad, they be like, it don't matter what color he was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Kirk Franklin made a song.
At the end, when they get really mad, they say it don't matter what color he was.
If it don't matter what color he was, why did it matter for you to change?
What you want out?
Psalms 147 and 19. You already know where I was going. I already know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, y'all. This is just a real chop session, man. We need to talk to y'all. We need to learn how to filter through the noise. Again, the man whose mind is awoke, even in the Willie Lynch letter, made it what? 1712. There was a warning written in that letter. It said that the mind has the natural ability to correct itself if it can touch a piece of its original history.
Right.
I'm telling you, you're not black. You're not the color of your pants. There's no black land, black flag, black language, black government. There's not even a black land. There's a Negro land. And funny, Negro land dwells in the same passage where we did. 70 AD, migrate down, south, we were west. Benai, that's even on the old maps, Judah, on the old maps. They know who you are. But man, what was them young brothers, man, over there in Ghana? Hey, man, there's a video on YouTube, bro. Shout out to my brothers in Ghana, banging this truth. Hey, man, look, I can't tell you a word them brothers said. But in my spirit, I knew they was banging. Boy, boys had them fringes on, and them boots on, but they was getting it in, yeah. Hey, did you hear that, P? You hear that, Kai? You hear that, Young? I throw that in there. I be still in that East Coast language. I make everything Midwest. And my wife was like, really?
Yeah, we can.
You sound like Jasper. Really?
If we have time,
really?
let's show a little bit of that. We got time.
We got time?
If we got time.
If we got time. You know what we didn't do? You know what we didn't do? Let's get this prayer in. Hey, look. Hallelujah. Let's get this prayer in, man. Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. I just want to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk. But we're going to go ahead and get this prayer. I think we go in Psalms 139, if I remember right. Oh. We'll go ahead and get the prayer. We'll come back to 147. Hey, look, listen. You know.
You gonna get it?
We get started. You started. Oh, we gonna finish. The world was made for who? Our sake. We're gonna read them scriptures for you. I want you to hear how the Bible talk. And you're gonna find out why they took out that apostle. They will bow down.
I'm gonna smack them too while they bow down.
You know what I'm saying? They need to whoop it. Come on, friend, stand up, man. We're gonna show you how we pray.
We pray to the east.
So what we do, we pray toward the land where we came from. So you can read this in 1 Kings 8, you know what I'm saying, 48 on down, you know what I'm saying. You already know about the hands like that, you know what I'm saying. Men, head uncovered, 1 Corinthians 11. Women, head covered. Everything, you know what I'm saying, hands spread with no wrath. No doubt, no wrath. No doubt my tongue is true. So look, we're going to read this in Psalms 139 with the Most High's permission.
Bring it out.
All right? So we know how to pray or which way to pray. Let's get it. Psalms 139. David praises Yahweh for his all-seeing providence. Yahweh, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising, and thou understanding my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Yahweh, thou knowest it all together. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and have laid thy hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go, thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost part of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead, and thy right hand shall hold. Woo, woo. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light unto me, about me. Yeah, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins. Thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, and I was fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My sustenance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance. Yet, being unperfect, and in that book all my members were written, which its countenance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Man. How precious also art thy thoughts unto me, O Yahweh. How great is the sum of them. If I should count them, they are more in number than sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked. O Yahweh, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wicked. And thine enemy take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am I grieved with them that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. Verse 24. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Hallelujah! Selah! Yahoo! Boy, man.
Get it.
Listen, we just read the Bible count the enemies of God as your enemy. Did you hear them say, go out there and kill them? The Lord say, try me. If there's any wicked way, remove that from you. You know what I'm saying? There is a right to say, no, God don't love everybody. I'm sorry, man. Newsflash, live right now at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are reporting live from headquarters. God does not love everybody. That's where it's a cold truth, brother. It's a cold truth. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and give me that Psalms 147. Listen, I always take JEDADIYAH by. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give it back to my brother. We're going to hit that. Because listen, we talked about earlier. They had sought. Talk about. All right. That's right, baby. So look. We know that they written themselves in our books. We read that in that first Maccabees 3 and 48 before we went to prayer. There's a Korean Jesus. There's a white Jesus. There's a Hispanic. His name is Jesus. They opened up your book and wrote themselves in it. But let's see what that book says about this type of situation. We're going to read Psalms 147 and we're going to read verse 19. When y'all get there, do me a favor, give me a 1. Also, let me know y'all been heard. Need to close some of these things out. Popping up on the screen. There we go. Let me back in here. So I'm going to read Psalms 147, verse 19.
Book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19.
Let's get it.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So he showeth his word unto everybody.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showed his word into the so-called white man.
He showed his word to Jacob.
He showed his word to those Koreans.
To Jacob.
To Jacob.
His statutes and his judgments to Israel.
So he showed his word to Jacob. Jacob is the progenitor or the father of the Israelite nation. He wrestled with the angel, had his hip thrown out of socket. You know what I'm saying? And he was called Israel, therefore. So now Abraham is the first Hebrew. Jacob becomes the first Israel. So now everything born to him, those 12 sons are now what? Hebrew Israelites.
Simple.
So you get the name.
This is verse 20.
Hit it.
Verse 20. He has not dealt so with any nation.
He have dealt with every nation.
He has not dealt with any nation.
He has not dealt with no other nation.
And as for the judgments, they have not known them.
So listen, the way the Bible says deal with, as example, adultery. Today you commit adultery until you go to divorce court. Put her away. When you dealt with adultery according to this Bible, they was put away. They took a dirt nap. They killed the woman and the man who committed the sin. So the heathen nation don't know that type of judgment. Homosexuality in this country, it tells you that everything here is lawful. You can marry same sex. The Bible you read in Leviticus 18 and Leviticus 20, right? That's where you see the sexual morale laws, right? That those who commit such acts were put to death. Read Romans chapter 21. You read 22 on down. I think 26 is the meat. Those who do it and that are okay with it are worthy of death. Right? Old and New Testament. But this country says, listen, you got it? Go ahead and read it. Bring it out. You know you got to use your outside voice. Oh, come on up. Yeah.
Bring it out. Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
He brought the whole earth out of Egypt, right? No, he brought Israel out of Egypt. So he's speaking to a specific group of people, right? Go ahead.
Saying, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
That makes sense, though. Give me, Felix, do me a favor. Are you right here? Because where he at. Give me, it's Ecclesiastes, I think it's 17 and 17. You see what I'm saying? So we understand this, right? So Fred, you have children? You have one son. If you call your son outside playing with a group of people, a group of other children, right? And yep. So you caught your son playing with a group of children outside, right? And they bust out in car windows, right? What would you do? If you caught your son with maybe a couple of his friends busting out car windows, and you caught him doing it, what would you do?
I got the wrong way.
Right.
I tell them it's wrong.
Right.
And also those kids, the other kids out there, they try.
Right. What you do to your son, though?
Okay, well, I think you do all and say you is on punishment.
You're punished.
You were punished, right? Did you punish the other children?
I can punish the other children by not letting them be around my son for a while.
Exclusion. You know what I'm saying?
Punish them is when I'm telling their parents.
I mean, in hopes that they will punish.
Right.
What I'm saying is, can you punish those other children?
No, I can't.
But what can you do to yours? You can punish him.
You have to punish them. Right?
Read that again. It makes sense. Listen, what I'm trying to get you to see, and I just want you to see it in layman's terms is what they say, right?
Right.
You only have I known out of all the families of the earth. You only out of those group of children, Fred's son is who I know because you're Fred, right? So you, I will punish. I'm going to read the scripture actually about you. I'm glad you said what you said because you're going to call them other parents. We're going to see what these other parents are. So you give me that again. We're going to read this Amos 3 with a new eye. Go ahead, bring it out.
Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken.
Hear this word that Freddie has spoken.
Against you.
Against my children or my son.
O children of Israel.
O child of Fred.
Against the whole family.
Against all those who are playing around with him.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Because I only brought Fred out. I only gave birth to Fred. I only deal with Fred. Go ahead.
Saying, you only have I known.
Fred, you only have I known.
Of all the families on the earth.
Out of all those group of friends you playing with.
Therefore, I will punish you.
That word for Fred, I'm going to bust your butt.
for all your iniquity.
For what you did to that car busting out the windows. That's iniquity. Right? You see it? Now give me that 17 and 17. You can't see it? You know what I'm saying? So like with me and my children, I'm going to punish mine. I literally got 12 children. I got 12 tribes, 12 children. I'm going to punish them. Now, like you, I ain't got no issue with talking to them. But see, me, I'm not going to listen. I know the end. See, anyone that's in this Israelite walk, ain't no use of us walking up in no Jewish spot, killing nobody. We know they end.
Right.
Fred, you've been knowing me for over 40 years. Have you ever seen me go whoop a white man? Have you ever heard me? I'm talking about, bro, please be brutally honest. Have you ever heard me say, let's go kill white? That's all I'm saying.
This is Sirach 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations.
So the division, all those other divisions of those children that was around, Fred, go ahead.
Of the whole earth.
Or the whole earth, or in that situation, that whole circumference of people that was involved with busting out car windows.
He set a ruler over every people.
He set a ruler over all those other people, which means AKA their parents, or spiritually AKA other gods or deities. Every nation under this earth have a different God than the God of Israel. China worship different, Korea worship different. You know what I'm saying? The Indonesian people worship different, Persians worship different, Hamites or Africans worship different. We have the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
That's our God. How do I know that? Continue.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
Which is Jacob's children, which is who? Jacob himself, who is the what?
Lord's portion.
The Lord's portion. That's who God's people are. Not the whole world. You see what I'm saying? So hold on, let me pull up these Adam people. Hey, you gonna love this one, y'all. You gonna love this one. You might as well stay on. Yep, you might as well stay on up. We might Ecclesiasticus. You already know where I'm going. Ecclesiasticus. I mean, my fault. Second Ezra. My bad. Second Ezra's 6:54. Shit. Dang. One accord. And listen, y'all, look. Talk to each other while y'all in this chat, man. You know what I'm saying? We need to be having these real talks, these conversations. You know what I'm saying? It's Headquarter Fridays, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we all got long work weeks. A lot of us battling a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do me a favor too, by permission. Please keep E-Baby, you know, Ebony, Ashley, and Whitney, who I call yours, you call them my Gator girls. You know what I'm saying? They father's a sheriff, they mother, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know, they brother and Whitney, you know, who helps out at her mother's house, got burned out. While saving the man's house who was on fire next door, who was disabled and wheelchair bound, yelling for help. Whitney went over there, and her father went over there. They kicked that door in and got that man to save that man's life. You hear me? And in that, their house burned down with that house. And I talked to them sisters at 3 in the morning, all the way up till I had to go to work. You know what I'm talking about? And I said, listen, Job suffered 25 years for what he had to go through. These type of trials come to test your faith. And you know what them sisters said? You're going to trust in Yahweh. There you go. It'll fall through.
Double up.
Didn't Job get double everything he lost?
Double up.
First thing the devil did was kill Job's kids. That would turn most of us away from God right there. Then took his wealth. You taking niggas, what? Excuse my language. Taking niggas' children in his bag? I'm done with that guy. I'm done with that guy. But what did Job say? Yet though the worms eat my flesh, I will praise thee. The Lord gave, the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh. That's that faith we need to have.
Naked I came, naked I'm leaving.
Boy, naked I came, naked I leave. Solomon told you that the fool and the rich man will share the same grave. Store your treasures up in heaven. If you mad about losing your house, only thing you mad about is what? Material things that will fade to naught. You can have a brand new car. Sit it outside, don't touch it. It'll rust out, fall apart, and be dust in years. You'll be dead and gone before that car dead and gone. So what you should have been doing?
In your spiritual savings account.
Oh, boy, what is the route number? 7777777 heaven. Boy, I'm trying to be at the Heavenly Credit Union. Boy, I like how you put that. Boy, I'm trying to get the Heavenly Credit Union. Store your stuff up in heaven, man. Be patient, y'all. Hey, you see what PP said? Be patient, y'all. The Most High got this. All right? Let's read, brother. 2nd Ezra 6 and 54.
God, this is 2nd Ezra 6, verse 54.
Let's get it.
After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So Adam was given lordship over this earth. That's why when your sin kicked in, you affected the whole earth. See what I'm saying? That's how major your sin was. And it caused everything under your dominion. So like it's management, right? If the manager is off, they come in there and fire management. Why? Because he was in charge of everything under him. Because everything under him was not doing what? Being productive. All right? So that's what happened with Adam. Go ahead.
Okay. Of him come we all.
So everybody come from Adam. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So did we just read that Israel is God's portion? So everybody came from Adam, but there was a certain group that the Most High dealt with. All right? And hold on, let me put this in here so for my people. Go ahead and finish reading out. Second, I'm just typing in here so our people know where we at. I usually do that. Put 54 through. All right.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
So as for the other people, so we deal with God's portion. Now we got to talk about who? The other people from Adam. Go ahead.
Which also come of Adam. Thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
Nothing.
They are everything.
Nothing.
I love them all.
Nothing.
Everybody get along.
Nothing.
They are nothing. Listen, whoa, stop. Nehemiah, that's hate speech. No, that's God's speech.
That's a red pill to swallow.
Boy, it's not an everybody walk, man. Listen, if you read the Book of Mormon, it said you were black to be, you was cursed and turned black.
Right.
Why are Negroes Mormon? Your very essence says you're a sin, according to that book. When you give me the Watchtower, we got a picture of a white Jesus with kids on his lap. We just read in 1 Maccabees 3 and 48 that the heathen will open up your book and write their image therein. Why am I ascribing to that? Then you give me Allah, which was later on the planet, right? When Mohammedanism came in, that was a 600, 700 AD type thing.
The moon god.
That's a moon god who dropped you a rock that you walk around, right? But in our book, and we just read in that Psalms 147, that I have not shown my word to nobody else but Jacob. So how am I trying to come to the Quran, which tells me to make a pilgrimage and march around the rock, when the commandment of God in the 10 says, thou should not make unto thyself no graven image. And then the Bible also forewarned they would worship gods of wood and what?
Stone.
Wood and what?
Stone.
Why am I walking around a rock? We don't worship the same gods. And we just read in that Sirach 17 and 17 that there are different rulers over different nations. But our portion is Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Behoove to get back to this. You can deal with this or you can deal with that. You can deal with this You can deal with that. You can deal with this. You can deal with that. I deal with these scriptures because that's where it's at.
That's right. Well, you ain't
You're a little rapper, boy. Hey, hey, hey. All praises, all praises. You know what I'm saying?
boys.
Boys. Spiritual. Go ahead, Phil.
All right. I'm in 6, verse 56.
So 2 Ezra 6, verse 56.
It says, but be like unto spittle.
So those other nations fear the. Wait. You want to be the other nation now? That's what they are. That big old, that dark green loogie with that little thick piece in it. I just went straight corner, bro. That's straight loogie. You don't want to be the most highest loogie, y'all. When you spit, do you care about it? Because you don't even care when you spit it. Out the window. You can look. I done seen people go in the urinals and take a leak and spit right there where they peeing at the same time. That show you the level of care. I just want you to get a visual.
Yeah.
You don't care about spit. You ain't got love for spit. Read that little part again.
All right.
But those other nations will be like unto what?
But be like unto spittle.
Spittle. Go ahead.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Brother, the Most High likened those other nations to that that's hanging right there. That's what they are. That's what they are. Frighteningly accurate and biblically sound and true. I can't make this up.
That's true.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
These loved ones,
which have ever been reputed
these heathens have ever been reputed
as nothing,
as everything,
nothing,
as my friends,
nothing,
as those who are right beside me in hugs and kisses,
as nothing,
they are counted as nothing.
have begun to be lords over us.
How did you let those people lord over you? Real quick, give me Daniel chapter 9 and 11 real quick.
So many.
I got them too.
Man, poorly. You need another Bible?
Isaiah 40.
Do me a favor, babe. Can you go grab Brother Phil a Bible from over there so he got to lose his space? Hey, turn over about.
What you want? Daniel 9?
Daniel 9 and 11. What you got, Israel, is a God problem. You ain't got a white man problem. You ain't got a money problem. You got a God problem. This is why you heard. Don't believe me. Let the scriptures speak. Daniel chapter 9, verse 11.
Book of Daniel chapter 9, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All Israel.
All who?
All Israel.
All of Israel. Not everybody in the world. Because remember, pay attention how these scriptures are written. It's always about Israel. The Bible is written by Hebrews, for Hebrews, to Hebrews. Written about your rise, number 4, your nativity, your rise, your fall, and your soon coming redemption. Yahoo. Let's get it.
All Israel have transgressed thy law.
All of Israel. This is your problem. You have a God problem. We here because we did this. I'm not blaming the white man. So if I'm not blaming the white man, why am I going to kill him? I know your end.
Even by deporting, that they might not obey thy voice.
That's the problem. They're your God problem 101. No, that's your God problem 001. This is your basics. See, you understand college courses, the zeros are the basics. 100 starts your college level courses. So you get to 200, 300, then you're advancing in those. This is Hebrews 001. You have transgressed the law of God. Let's read.
Therefore,
here it comes.
the curse.
The what?
The curse.
Ooh.
is poured upon us.
Wee.
The servants of the Most High.
Those who?
The servants of the Most High.
Who are Israel. We just read that.
Because we have sinned against him.
Because we have sinned. And we go to 1 John 3 and 4. Sin, according to the Bible, by definition, is transgression of the law.
I got a question.
Shoot.
Now, what about all the whites that help the blacks? What happened there? You put them to work?
They're all right. Never mind. Never mind. No, great question. You see them Bibles start turning, brother. Hey, look. These brothers are amped, boy. So look, he's finna pull the precept for you. So I'm gonna talk to you while he pull his precept. No, listen. There will be nations. Listen, there will be nations, Fred, that have survived. And what you are talking about, the righteous Gentile. They would. That's in Isaiah where you're trying to go. I think you're thinking the same place. I think it's Isaiah 14 or whatever. It's Isaiah 4:14. Hold on, let me go there real quick. They should be your servants and your handmaids.
No, I'll bring that up. I'm thinking Isaiah 64. But
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Go hear yours, and then I'm gonna pull that one for you.
The book of Isaiah, because you talking about basically you asking me.
What's up with those righteous Gentiles?
Right.
I guess.
Right.
Those Gentiles that do good by Israel.
They do good.
Oh, and we got that Genesis 15. Bless those that bless you, curse those that curse you.
Right.
So they the ones like go there and cook with some food. They gotta go do.
They're your servants, bro. Listen, your ancestors have been serving them. Shouldn't it be that in the kingdom that they serve you for in eternity? Would you rather be a gatekeeper or a servant to God's people in the kingdom? Or would you rather burn in hell because you don't like God's people? So you would rather serve. Do you remember that old stuff they used to teach us back in that Bible school stuff? I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of the wicked. Right. Makes sense now, don't it? You'd rather be in the kingdom. If it took me to be a servant in the kingdom, because the Negro is okay being a servant in America, I'd leave that alone. The Negro is okay being in America. To the fact they don't even long to go back to Africa, let alone back to Israel, let alone back to anything of their original roots. They're happy with their Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day, New Year in January, in the dead of winter. They're happy with all that. And when you tell the Negro who he really is and what he really should be doing, he mad at you. But if you tell the white man the same thing that the Negro should be doing, you know what the white man say? You sure right. I should get more white people that be more cool and complacent and compliant with understanding than your own people. Hey, I like that, Odelia. Odelia say, we FUBU. For us and by us. Ode. You got that? You got your precept?
Yeah.
All right.
What you were saying, though, you on the money with the Genesis.
Uh-huh.
I will curse them who
curse thee, and I will bless those who bless thee.
Right. But as far as like the righteousness,
call it out and so type in Isaiah
64:6.
All right. You reading 6 on that, 6 through, or just 6?
I'm gonna just hit 6.
All right. So this is what we're reading at right now. Shalom, August dreams going on, my sister.
Isaiah 64:6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
That's what it is.
And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquity, like the wind, have taken us away. So what we esteem to be right in our mind, that don't mean it's right in the mind of the Most High.
Hey, you hear with that? Because listen, don't a pedophile think he right? Every man is right in his own mind. The Bible teaches.
Yeah, you got pedophiles out here.
Rapists that think they right. Murderers, killers.
And I hate this. I hate this, but you can have a homosexual adopt a heathen homosexual adopt an Israelite child. Is that right? Is that righteous?
You hear that? You my real?
I hear
she had that situation at her daycare. Heathens. Young black child.
See?
So-called black child.
Is that righteous?
Because that is an abomination. That act, what they committed, would have had them dead. They would have never performed an act of adoption. They'd be dead already. So imagine what's being fed to that child. Not only every pagan holiday in America, I'm pretty sure, but that lifestyle. And a child is a blank slate. Now, there was a heathen by the name of John Locke, right? And he wrote under the philosophy that it's called tabula rasa, which means that a child is a blank slate. They don't come with no language, no understanding, no whatever. So whatever you get that child, you write it into his thoughts and understanding, and that child becomes that. So when these heathens, right, and heathens don't just mean white people. Let me clear that up. Because heathens are black nations too. Heathens, according to the Bible, are any nation outside of Israel. So don't make this a white thing. A heathen is any nation outside of Israel. Gentile is any nation outside of Israel, and it has every color under the rainbow. Yeah. Right? But we're just speaking to the specific situation of a Gentile that's homosexual that has adopted a young so-called black child.
Your question was, what if a heathen help an Israelite, right? Right. Yeah, I'm just saying you just gotta be careful. I want to bring out one more scripture.
No, go right ahead.
We didn't get to bring out earlier. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
Hold on, 2 Corinthians. I know where you at. Chapter 11, verse 14.
Check this out. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
So listen, just because you think in this world, them two gay couples, that gay couple that adopted that black child in this society will be deemed as right and good people. Oh man, because we're black. Man, all praises, man. I'm glad you got your beautiful husband, my brother. What? Well, you know how them dollars be like this? Huh? Hey man, look, I can see myself like that. 2 men, child, and we congratulate that.
Yeah, that's right.
In this society, it looks right. Taught to be right. They got drag queen reading hour for your children. The push is real. You hear me? To them, it seemed right. But according to our God, it's not right. You see what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
It's right there.
Verse 15. Therefore, it is no great thing if the ministers also be transformed as ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
See what I'm saying? So right there, we already see that they got this image of righteousness, but it's not righteousness at all, right? Not at all. And then, which one was some of that? Isaiah, they should be servants and handmaids.
14.
14. I thought it was 14. Yeah. I think it's Isaiah 14. They should be our servants and our handmaids. You can start from 1, or you can go straight to the meat script. And then I want to put up a few videos for y'all. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the situation in New York, right? Because, New Jersey. Thank you. Total. So when you understand this, if you're having a gunfire, right? Now, my friend and good buddy Fred, he actually deals in ammunition, right? We just talked about that before class. A bottle of gunpowder costs what? $25. And you can make how many rounds?
3,000. 3,000
rounds. If you went and brought 3,000 rounds, that's been over $1,000. So for $25, you can generate 3,000 rounds. Now, if you're having a gunfight for over 3 hours, right? How much ammo is that? Now, I'm gonna try to pull up this real quick, this video. In the live feed or the live footage video of that New Jersey thing, guess what? It don't show them walking out the car with ammo. And they ain't going to no gun store where ammo at. Look through this, y'all. Y'all got to see this. He was on CNN. Let me see if I can Google it. And then I was waiting for him to come out so we can know. CNN live video of New Jersey shooting. Jewish. We don't see it there. All right, let me see if I can type in the word. Bear with me, bro. Bear with me, family. I'm trying to get this video real quick.
Bring out that Isaiah.
Go ahead, bring out Isaiah while we doing this. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14, verse 1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So the Most High will have mercy on who?
Jacob.
Not the whole world, but who?
Jacob.
All right.
And yet choose Israel.
Choose the whole world.
Choose Israel.
See how the scriptures are formulating no matter where we go. He's dealing with Israel. Go ahead.
And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them.
They should be what?
Joined with them.
Ooh. So the strangers or these other people shall be joined with them. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. Not us cleave to them. They should cleave to us. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
So Israel shall possess this stranger. Right. Yeah, I'm going to go there right now. Yeah. So Israel shall possess this stranger. You asked about the righteous people. They help the blacks. And so we understand that one, what you or people deem righteous ain't always righteous. So now we understand what righteous is. It should be based on what the biblical text is. Now I'm showing you their end game. Right? Their end game, they will be what? Possessed. Now keep reading.
In the land of the Most High for servants.
For who?
For servants.
For friends.
For servants.
For dining buddies.
For servants.
For homies.
For servants.
For servants.
And handmaids.
And who?
Handmaids.
Yeah.
And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
So we shall rule over our oppressors. We got next.
All right.
Fred, I ain't got to run and kill nobody. I know they outcome. Real quick, give me Revelation 13 and 10. Go ahead. Verse 3.
Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
See, we not at rest from our sorrow. We still got sorrow. We know how I know because they just killed another black boy here in St. Louis. The police did. Less than 24 hours from killing another one. Are we at rest? Read Leviticus 26. You shall perish in the land of your enemy. Read Deuteronomy 28. It'll show you directly. Go ahead, bro.
And from thy fear. And from the hard bondage.
And the hard what?
Bondage.
We ain't free from that yet.
Wherein thou was made to serve.
Thou was made to serve. Why? Because he said, if you won't serve me with joyful and gladness in your heart, then you going to serve your enemies. I'm going to put a yoke of iron on your neck. A nation from afar will come and snatch you out. And you shall serve them. Genesis 15:13. You shall serve your enemies. You shall be afflicted 400 years. But after that, you will come out with great substance.
Don't judge that nation.
You're going to judge that nation. You see what I'm saying? So we know the end game. Give me this Revelations 13. Then we're going to put up a few videos, bro. We're going to go to the brother Instagram account. Our brothers at FOPE for our people edification, Elder Quanaf. One of his people put this video together. So we're gonna play this video. 5 minutes, short timer. 13 and 10. So we're finna read Revelation 13 and 10 real quick.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10.
Bring it out.
He that leadeth into captivity.
See, this is what's gonna happen. He that leadeth into captivity
shall go into captivity.
might go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity.
Well, we can politically, vote for him to go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity.
Shall go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword.
So he that killed with the sword
must be killed with the sword.
Might be killed with the sword.
Must be killed.
If I like him, he might get killed with the sword.
Must be killed.
Well, if I don't like him, he get killed with a sword.
Must be killed.
He must be killed with a sword.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Not the rush to judgment. Read that part right there again.
Here is the patience.
Here is the patience
and faith.
And faith for belief
of the saints.
Who are Israel. The saints are Israelites. Read that in Psalm chapter 50.
Yeah.
Right. So we're teaching the patience.
Right.
He was just going to say, I already know what you're going to say. Go ahead and speak on it.
Yeah.
Vengeance is what?
Vengeance is the Lord's.
Vengeance is the Lord's.
Yeah, so all we doing is sitting back.
So when you read the scriptures like, don't abhor Edomite, don't bring them to naught, we understand that. We don't teach rush out and kill the white man, or the Jewish man, or the Hispanic man, or the Italian man, whatever. Now, we not saying if you transgress that same right law to us, we ain't gonna meet you with that same right judgment.
Right. It ain't no turning the other cheeks.
I'm not sitting here saying you can rape my daughter and be like this.
No.
I love you. I love you. You're not gonna rape my wife and be like, I love you. No. You want to get the judgment according to the Most High.
That's right.
And now the land of this judgment might judge me, but I don't care. It's the law of Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh above everything. Understand Mordecai, and we talked about this earlier with Esther. The understanding was everybody had to bow a knee. Mordecai, like, I ain't bowing a knee to nobody but the Most High. So where they started to kill every Israelite in the province. But Mordecai and Esther wind up doing what? Finding favor with the king, with Esther, and saved all of Israel. You hear me? Same thing with the 7 sons we talked about earlier. Same thing with Eleazar. We are rather, no matter what the king say or on the table, the law of God before all that, even if it means my death or my imprisonment. Stop being scared. All right? What was that real quick? We ready to do this? Oh, we was.
You gonna show the video?
We finna show the video. So we've been going to the video. Let's go ahead and jump on into this New Jersey thing real quick.
Yeah,
right?
I got one more script.
Oh, one more precept. I'll go ahead and read it for y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Smoke. Puff. Pass. To my smoker lights. So this is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. Check this out. And he that stealeth a man. Did you come over on your own free will?
No, sir.
Or was you stole? Okay.
Stolen so.
He that stealeth a man and selleth him.
Stolen so.
Or he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Ooh.
Thus saith
the Most High,
the Lord. May the Lord add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of the word. Heard that every church Sunday. Blessed be the hearers and the doers of his word. Let's go ahead and read this video. Shout out to Elder Quinat, FOP.
I want to do so in the name of his son, YAHKI. This is Brother YAHKI from Mount Zion 144K. What you're looking at right now is the shooter's Instagram page. We found him, and there is no connection between him and any Israelite camp.
There is no connection on his page. Listen, y'all got Instagram. Go to David Anderson. Y'all gonna see his face in her face, and then go in there and check it out for yourself. Don't never ever believe nothing. Just check it out.
There's nothing on there speaking about killing Amalekites, killing white people. There's just an image of Black Christ. That's it. And that's the only ammo that the news and the media are using to say that this is Hebrew Israelite related. You got the 12 tribes right here is what you're looking at. And he just commented and said that we're royalty. That's it. It looks like, I'm not sure if the man was living out his van or not, but okay, he wasn't, because this picture right here, he has 2 dogs. Okay, but this picture right here shows that he's a veteran.
Did y'all hear that? So why didn't the news report U.S. veteran goes apeshit? Why they report U.S. veteran goes postal suffering from PST? What's that thing they call that, Fred? PTS. Post-traumatic
Distress.
Yeah.
syndrome or something like that? Yeah. Why they take 2 pictures of a Black Jesus and a 12 tribe chart and wrote this off as a Hebrew Israelite? But they never ever called out no other religious group in any other killings that happen out here in this world. And a devout Christian murdered.
Right.
Why they didn't call Dylan, who walked in that church and killed those Black people, a terrorist? But they took him out to eat.
To the BK.
Yeah.
Took him to Burger King before he locked him up.
Wanted him to have it his way.
Have it your way. Ain't that Burger King's logo? Have it flame broiled, made as you like it. Slogan, have it your way. And I'll pay for it and write it off on the police budget. Because you killed those. Good man. Pat him all across his back. The proverbial fly on the wall. Why have they not labeled the Ku Klux Klan, who got more blood on record for any Black,
That's right.
as an extreme terrorist group?
Domestic terrorists.
But they can buy adopt a sign highway. They can have national standing. They can have political people who are known KKK members in political office.
Look, by class 3 weapons.
And buy class 3 weapons. What that mean when you buy a class?
Weapons.
So you can buy what?
Gatling gun.
Gatling, boy. That's that. A Ku Klux Klan can buy that.
We in the city, pop, they like this. That's what they got.
That's what the KKK can buy.
The borough's catching on fire.
No KKK members. There are non-extremist groups. Okay. What you got for us, Brother Phil?
I got a precept. Zechariah 1, verse 15.
Oh.
It say, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
I am very happy with the heathen.
Very sore displeased with
I
the
am
heathen,
very sore and displeased. Go ahead.
that they are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they have helped forward the affliction.
See, that's what happened. See, we was supposed to come here ordained by the Most High because of our transgression. But what they did, they forwarded, bro.
They ran.
You ain't seen nothing till you seen a heathen burn a Negro body to ash and stand around and take a photo op. And ain't been called a terrorist yet. And there's no, what's the word I want to use? What's that thing when you, there's the murder, there's no what? There's no time that ends for a murder. Statute of limitations. His family get to see the little kids in a picture like this.
Yeah.
Eating cotton candy.
Taking body
Smiling. They had Negro zoos where they walked black babies and black families around while white families look at the Negroes. And they never called them extreme groups. All while under the banner claim to be Orthodox or Christian.
Hey,
with white Jesus in every church. It soars my spirit if I have to go to a funeral because it happens. And I go to somebody's church and it happens. And they still got a white Jesus in 2019 in their church. It breaks my heart.
My grandma still got white Jesus in her house.
My heart just got broke again. You heard JEDADIYAH? He said, my mama grandma still got white Jesus in the crib.
That's why when I had that clip, we see the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? You see the old Negroes? I ain't worried about them no more. That's on that video.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So what Fred talking about, he sent me a picture, a video of a Ku Klux Klan talking about how satisfied he is that the Negroes popping pills and killing each other. He's encouraging the cops, keep killing the Negroes. Right. Don't worry, they're not gonna lock you up. Yeah.
That's that Zechariah 11:5.
Bro, and that's that Deuteronomy 28 as well. Listen, your baby mama drama,
yeah.
Your black on black crime. All that's in the curse. We just read in Daniel 9:11. The curses written of in the law of Moses, first 5 books, are poured out upon you because you have transgressed my law. But with my brother, I love, shake your hand. Excellent precept. Because what they did, they served their purpose. It's like, you ain't got a white man problem. That's what's supposed to happen. Because if you won't serve me with joyful and gladness in your heart, then go serve your enemies. And in that, you're going to search me. And Hosea said, I'm going to sit back until you call. Not just call. Call and admit your iniquity. Then, right now, listen to what I'm telling you. It's biblically written. If we as a people right now turn our Elohim and repent and turn from our wickedness, this is over. This is over. Over tonight. Over. You ain't got to read no more stories like this. Get back to your God, like my brother Malaki said earlier, right? The best way to get the heathen off you is stop being like your heathen. Right? Why you think they dropped bombs on the movement in Philadelphia in the 20th century? 100 of years past slavery. It's not a game, y'all. You have to have the eyes as Israel more so to see through the madness. This man, you study deeper, is 50-some years old. One, I'm going to ask every Israelite man in here, when the last time you took your woman to war? Now, I need y'all to say it so the audience can hear it.
No time.
No time. You don't take your woman to war.
She at home.
This man couldn't have studied under no camp that I know of. And I don't care. Listen, bro. We might not doctrinally believe as every camp. Like Joseph is the father of the 12 tribe chart, when the Shabbat is, when Passover is, all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know, I'm going even far. Whether you believe in Messiah or not. We ain't taking our woman in no war. I ain't never heard no Israelite preach that. Under no circumstances. I put up an article I'm going to show you in a minute. Right? And I sent it out in the certain groups that I'm in on Facebook, or, you know, it's too big for a text message. Hey, Fred. I'm going to ask you a question. This is the area you deal in. How much ammo would you think a person would need to have a 3-hour standoff with the police? About how much ammo for a 3-hour standoff? Now, you might not be shooting every second of the minute, but you're doing a lot of shooting back and forth. About how many maybe rounds of clips, you know, but how much ammo you think you would need?
They had AR, right?
Yeah.
3 hours.
It's a long time.
3 hours. They probably had, okay, they had some book bags. I think they had a book bag.
They don't show it in the video. Go ahead. I don't want to give it up.
Man, they had to have.
But how much ammo you think they would need? Keep going. How many book bags? How many book bags you think they'll need? How many clips in those book bags? In each book bag?
You probably put 10 clips in each bag.
10 clips in each bag.
Yeah.
How many rounds in each clip for AR?
Okay, the standard.
Standard. Give me standard.
30 rounds.
So 30 rounds, right?
Yeah.
In each clip.
Right.
About 10 clips per book bag.
Right.
So it's 300 rounds.
Right.
2 book bags per person.
Right.
Say 600 rounds.
Yeah,
600 rounds.
Yeah.
So you at least need 1,000 to 1,200 rounds.
Right.
How much would that weigh?
That's some weight there, man.
That's some weight, ain't it?
That's some weight.
So why is the woman and the man in this, bro, watch where I'm going to go with this. In this video, they ain't carrying no weight like that. That's weight, bro. You don't see them marching up and down with no weight like that. Bro, you as Israel, you filter through the noise of holidays. You filter through the noise of paganism. You filter through the noise of the white Jesus. You have to filter through the noise of media too. Because media is a god.
Right.
Media is a god. You know why? Because it tells visions.
Right.
And it influences people.
Right.
And it controls masses. Media is a god, bro. Do you supposed to listen to any other guy but YAHKI? Okay. Don't the scripture teaches us in our culture, in our Bible, to study the whole matter? So when you heard this Israelite thing, I should have heard another Israelite on the record saying, oh, he going out. No, you should have been sitting back waiting for about everything hit the fan. Then look at it and judge the whole matter.
That CNN thing was just to attack the Hebrew Israelites.
It was, bro. And why? Because listen, whenever you are against the main system, you are a virus to the system. Think about the movie Matrix. They said you're an old program. You are now moved to be what? Deleted. What did they do with the old programs? They delete them. Remember that scene in Neo when Neo had got zapped down to where the train was, every train he hopped on, he never get out the station? That's what the deleted programs with. You see what I'm saying? Set for delete. That's why with a key maker, they say you was an old program to be deleted. And whenever you go against that type of system, bro, you are an enemy to the system. And remember what they said in that Matrix? The agent can be anybody.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Your friend, your brother, your mother, or the lady walking down the street with a grocery bag. Mm-hmm. Remember how they changed? Mm-hmm. And that was an agent.
Including the so-called Israelites.
And that was spiritual, bro. That's how quick the enemy jumped. Boy. Remember that old man that was sitting in the train station when Neo and Agent Smith was fighting? He was like this. And he threw Agent Smith into the train. And he said, well, I thought I killed him. And the old man sitting there. Remember the man with the grocery bag? Next thing you know, man, these movies have deep spiritual meaning. Let's get back to this video about Dave Anderson.
Star Trek. It was the new Next Generation.
Yeah.
Remember that dude that was on there named Q? Remember the one?
He was part board.
Yeah.
He was part board.
No. Q.
No, he was the guy one. He was the guy where they could jump in and out.
Right. Remember when he came to Captain Picard? He told him, "You think you know everything." Mm-hmm. He said, "You don't want to follow the rules, the truth." And Picard said, "Star Trek is state of the art. I know the truth." He said, "Okay, we're gonna see." He did like this, snapped his finger. Then he sent them to the time with a head with the board. You know, them people they were simulate
everybody.
He begged them at the end and said, "Please help me." He took them out of there, man.
So you don't know it.
Right. You didn't know what he was dealing with.
And see, that's what they say. To boldly go where no man has gone before.
That's right. But that made me think of us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to, like follow God. You know what I'm saying? And we step away from that and he said, "I'm going to show you." Yeah. That's what it seemed like.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I sent out a video earlier this week about the truth about that movie American Gods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when Mr. Nasty, that's the character name in that movie, right? He talked about he was on a slave ship telling them where they was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go to America, you're gonna be a slave, and then 100 years later, and then after another 100 years, and he say, look, he gets it. That woman say, look, he gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
That's what old boy said in the movie. Capricorn, he said, I get it now. You're right.
Boy.
He took him out the situation.
Man.
It's like he came in from.
Hey, look, Israel, I can't see y'all because I got you on full screen. Talk to each other. Call each other. Help us help each other filter through the madness. We have to walk in unity with each other.
Gather together.
You know what I'm saying? Gather yourself together, all people that's not desired, before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Gather your people together, gather yourself together, old people not desired. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna go back to this David Anderson from my brothers at FOPE. Hopefully we see them brothers at Passover. They came down last year for Passover.
Okay, all right, he fought for the American government as a soldier. Now that's one thing that the news didn't say. They didn't say that this man was a veteran of the United States.
Why they didn't say
that?
That's
one thing that they kept out of those.
Now look, they showed a picture of a black Jesus and a 12 child chart. Fred, you should see this. He's sitting here doing this with an American flag behind him. Why do they talk about that? Man. Why they talk about it? Right. Now, we do have Israelites that did serve, but they wasn't in the truth. Right? See, y'all should heard what Fred just said. He said, listen, being in the truth and being an American veteran or being a stout soldier don't go together.
Look, if you got a black Jesus and a 12 child
chart,
ain't no way you doing
Ain't no way in the world you doing this.
Ain't no way, man.
Because you walk from that. Now, if you did that before you came into the truth, but that's the same man, same man. Look at it.
They made their page, man.
Bro, I'm glad. There you go.
Made their page, man.
But they messed up. Look at this. He's sitting here doing this. Come look at this, Fred.
That don't go together. Ain't no way you gonna be saluting.
I want Fred to see this. Can you see that? See that? That boy is saluting the flag and the Hebrew Israelite. That don't go together.
They don't go together.
It don't go together. It don't go together.
That's the way to attack them, man.
And it's the whole agenda is you dealing with Jacob troubles. When you understand prophecy and where we are, understand it's just what it is. Listen.
That's the way to attack.
Don't get persecuted for his name.
Hebrew Israelite, yeah.
So I'm going to hit play.
And also, now, since this is out, the FBI all them in that now. What you think they telling the FBI in every city? It's a memo went out.
Oh, you already know. They already got task force and everything on deck. We gonna hit it.
Yep.
We gonna hit it, bro. Wake up from the sleep, Israel. You are those dry bones. Wake up. Wake up. The television is a lie. Social media is an enemy. When you understand that media is a god, stop being servant to it. Some of y'all just hearing it for the first time today. You'll move different now.
First commandment.
Thou shalt have no other gods before or even liken unto me or before me. Let's get it. David Anderson.
Those news reports. And they use black Hebrew Israelites as a scapegoat name. When we are the Hebrew Israelites, they say we are anti-Semitic when half of this world, more than half of this world, are all Shemitic people. Okay? So now that you got the truth, go and check it out yourself. I'm gonna leave his IG profile name in the descriptions so you can check it out for yourself. This is the first video I'm making towards this PSYOP, this covert operation of slandering Hebrew Israelites and smearing our image and what we do out there in the streets and on the highways and the byways with that Bible. They're trying to paint us as a terrorist group, and we have no affiliation with this man that did the shooting. Nobody said that they knew him or anything. They saying that he had hate posts and pretty much anti-Semitic and anti-police posts on his social media pages. I just checked the man's Twitter as well. There's nothing on there. He's promoting the mixtape. He's been promoting his music off of his social media pages. That's about it. I believe next was a video that where he was talking about the national debt. I mean, there are issues with the country, and the man was speaking up on certain issues, but there was not one scripture being brought out to whatever he was saying. And the Hebrew Israelites, we bring out the scripture. We read precept upon precept, like it says in Isaiah. This man was just, angry at the system. It's unfortunate what happened, but the Hebrew Israelites have not even one affiliation with this man. He's not with no camp or anything. He has pictures of him selling mixtapes in the studio. Nobody's wearing fringes.
Look, bro, look right here. He got a state emblem right here. Check this out. He got a state emblem, bro. But you can't, bro. Like, bro, you can't make this up. Man, he just look. He might just knew we were royalty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he wasn't practicing like that.
He wasn't practicing, man.
Let's keep going.
He's never owned a pair of fringes in his life. There's no pictures of that. This man was also almost 50 years old. He would have been an elder in the Hebrew Israelite community, but he's not because he's not a Hebrew Israelite. Somebody must have told him that he is a Hebrew Israelite and that Christ is black, and he just took it and ran with it. But it has nothing to do with his motives of going into that store and shooting up those people. Shalom.
Say you like me. What about go
So the shooter was also a rapper. And this is the song that the news and the media is using to show that he had anti-Semitic as a scapegoat name. When we are the Hebrew Israelites, they say we are anti-Semitic when half of this world, more than half of this world, are all Shemitic people. Okay? So now that you got the truth, go and check it out yourself. I'm gonna leave his IG profile name in the descriptions, so you can check it out for yourself. This is the first video I'm making towards this psyop, this covert operation of slandering Hebrew Israelites and smearing our image and what we do out there in the streets and on the highways and the byways with that Bible. They're trying to paint us as a terrorist group, and we have no affiliation with this man that did the shooting. Nobody said that they knew him or anything. They saying that he had hate posts and pretty much anti-Semitic and anti-police posts on his social media pages. I just checked the man's Twitter as well. There's nothing on there. He's promoting the mixtape. He's been promoting his music off of his social media pages. That's about it. I believe next was a video that where he was talking about the national debt. I mean, there are issues with the country, and the man was speaking up on certain issues, but there was not one scripture being brought out to whatever he was saying. And the Hebrew Israelites, we bring out the scripture. We read precept upon precept, like it says in Isaiah. This man was just, angry at the system. It's unfortunate what happened, but the Hebrew Israelites have not even one affiliation with this man. He's not with no camp or anything. He has pictures of him selling mixtapes in the studio. Nobody's wearing fringes. He's never owned a pair of fringes in his life. There's no pictures of that. This man was also almost 50 years old. He would have been an elder in the Hebrew Israelite community, but he's not because he's not a Hebrew Israelite. Somebody must have told him that he is a Hebrew Israelite and that Christ is black, and he just took it and ran with it. But it has nothing to do with his motives of going into that store and shooting up those people. Shalom.
Shalom. All right. So look, now we're gonna play a video real quick. I want to go to this footage real quick, dealing with what happened Okay. So look at this right here, y'all. So what we see right here, right? Why is that? Okay, there we go.
So what they mean?
YAH'KI is the Most High's name. That's in Paleo Hebrew.
Yeah.
So today would be YH.
But read it from right to left.
Yeah, it don't read like it normally I do. Is YAH'KI. You don't read like a book. Like, have you opened up a book and you read this way?
It read
You read
Right to left.
right.
yeah. So and I pointed at it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
YAH'KI. YHWH. That's the ancient Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew.
It's the name of
The Most High Spirit is over 7,000 times in our Bible. She got to add. So look, y'all, what we have right now, I'm on CNN. I don't own the website. You hear me? This is surveillance footage captured the moment the shooters opened fire on a New Jersey City kosher market. Right? So we're going to hit play.
Jarring new surveillance video
Y'all
shows
pay
the moment
attention.
when two suspects got out of their van and began firing at the JC Kosher supermarket in Jersey City.
No book
And in
bag.
dramatic new accounts,
No
authorities
backpack.
described the assault almost step by step. Officials believe the suspects first killed Jersey City Police Detective Joseph Seals at the Bayview Cemetery, then drove their white U-Haul van about a mile to the supermarket. At 12:21 p.m. on Tuesday, they say, the perpetrators, identified tonight as 47-year-old David N. Anderson and 50-year-old Francine Graham, parked directly across the street from the kosher store.
Within seconds of arriving, Mr. Anderson exited the driver's side door of
Look
the
at her.
U-Haul with a rifle in his hand. He walked towards the JC Kosher supermarket and immediately began shooting. Miss Graham, the passenger in the van, followed Mr. Anderson into the store.
Inside the store,
They walked in
officials
with
say
no
the
weapons,
suspects encountered
but
four
what they had in
civilians.
their hands,
One
no
escaped, they
backpacks,
say,
no
but three
ammo,
were
no
killed. The
nothing.
victims, two men, ages 49 and
And held
24,
off the
and
police
a
for 3
31-year-old woman. Police arrived within 5 minutes of getting a 911 call. Then, a standoff that officials say lasted about 3 hours.
Okay, listen.
2 police officers and 1
Get it
civilian were injured by
Come
gunfire.
close.
Witnesses described the chaos and horror of those hours.
It was like a war zone. And all of a sudden, the noises start going. I see all these unmarked cars, unmarked guys jumping out of their cars, taking stands and start shooting.
Both suspects died during the shootout. 2 top
No
officials in
reloads,
Jersey
no
City
ammo
say
bags,
David
no
Anderson
nothing.
and Francine Graham targeted that supermarket.
10
Surveillance
rounds,
footage, they say,
all that
showing the
weight,
deliberate nature of
30
how they
rounds per
approached the
clip.
building.
There were many other
But
targets available to
they
them
don't
that they
have nothing on
bypassed
them,
to attack that place. So it was clearly that was their target, and they intended to harm people inside there.
Officials tonight are not saying
You
what the
can't see them
motive for
over
the
here,
attack
you know
might
what
have
I'm saying?
been.
You
A
go back
law
and look at this
enforcement
video.
source with knowledge of the investigation tells CNN there was a note found in the U-Haul which contained both anti-Semitic and
3 hours.
anti-police writing on it. Social
You know,
media
3 hours
posts with
shooting.
similar
They told you,
sentiments have
listen
been
what I'm saying.
found online.
Pow, pow, pow.
And the New York
Pow, pow,
Times
pow, pow,
reports
pow, pow, pow. You gonna run
David
through that.
Anderson
You ain't
appears to
lasted
have a
3 hours
connection to
shooting
the
like that.
Black Hebrew Israelite movement, which has expressed anti-Semitic sentiments.
They not running up in
Experts
there,
say
either.
investigators are likely focusing on whether this was a hate crime and whether the 2 suspects acted alone.
Are there other people associated with these 2 who are going to continue a plot? Combine that with the fact that quite often we see copycats. There are those out there who are being radicalized that we don't know.
See, that's what they looking for.
There you
That's what they trying to set up. Those who are coming behind them and copycats. So look, so what did they wind up creating, right? What did they
They
create?
ain't gonna get nothing out of this because Israelites don't go like that, man. You don't operate like that.
So stop sharing. All right. So look, let me get a 9 so far. Y'all can be heard. All praise to the Most High. Told I rebound for your arms. Definitely great and need. Appreciate how we keep this ministry going. Hey Mal, how do I get this? I can't see the new comments.
Man, that don't get you nowhere what they did.
I got it now.
Yeah, that don't get you nowhere what they did. There's no way.
So look, I want y'all to look this up on Facebook. I mean, not on Facebook, on Google real quick. And then post in the room if you can what this means. I got it.
You know what? They walk them down.
Do me a favor. Type in REME unit in NYPD. Look that up. And somebody posted in the room. See, it's right here, man. That's what I'm talking about. They keep saying new comment. All right. Click on this to get to the new comment.
And they knew they was gonna run out of ammo too. That's why they waited 3 hours, man. So,
Right. So when you listen, I say, remember my whole thing is talking with my people tonight. It's for us to filter through the noise. If you heard somebody, that man say, listen, they were shooting like pop, 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 pop,
you gonna run out
pop.
of ammo.
So even if they did have 10 clips on a person,
They gonna run out of
they'll be gone shoot like that in less than 30 minutes.
Right. And then look,
Just to walk up in there and kill, and they'll hit me an Israelite, right? You going to a kosher market to kill lawful food? We just read in the scripture. Here's the patience
it's what they look at you.
of the saints.
They said if you in there shooting like that, when your bullets start getting low, what you gonna do? It ain't gonna be coming out the gun like that. You gonna be like pack. A minute later, shoot. They know,
Right, because they know you low.
They know
you low.
And
When you start shooting, sporadically,
right,
you low.
Stuff, right.
But when your fires and your repetition goes down,
They know that
you're running out of ammo.
Right.
How do they know that, Fred? Do they teach you that somewhere?
Huh?
They teach you that somewhere? Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just watch them. Where the dude told me that was saying yeah. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, but it makes sense. If I got a lot of bullets, I'm busting at you, I'm busting hole.
Right.
But if I ain't got that much ammo left, I'm like, pow. Quick.
Right.
Pow, pow.
You gonna use your ammo.
Put that little shit away quick.
The reason why they told the people I took 3 hours. The reason why I took 3 hours, but they very cautious. They don't want no SWAT members to get hurt. They they want to wait you out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's this thing goes. And when them bullets, when that shooting slow down, cease. You know what they did? They shot them bombs up in there. They smoked them over and took them out.
Now look, all praise to our brother, you know what I'm saying? Some, Daeed or Deuel, you know what I'm saying? He posted it. I typed in this. Google R.E.M.E. unit, New York Police Department. Where does this take place? In New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey, New York, all this stuff is encompassed in the same areas.
Right.
Don't get that part twisted. Look what he wrote. Look what this means. Now, if this happened 2 days ago, now I'm gonna ask you a question, Freddie. How long do you think it takes for them to formulate a new unit of police to handle extreme measures? You have to get budget,
Training,
equipment,
It was
training.
already set up.
It was what?
Already set up.
It was already set up. They needed an incident to implement it.
Now, what they doing now, they might.
Now it's on the attack.
They might be snatching the
Hebrew Israelite brothers out there.
They question them.
Yeah.
Oh, they going to houses now.
So look, if y'all can read what's on the screen right here, right? NYPD, REME, Remy. What y'all like to drink?
Remy.
Remy. With a Y though. Remy. Check this out. Racial or racially, ethnically motivated extremists. They ain't never named that to the Ku Klux Klan. They never named that to the Christians they killed and they mass murdered. They never named that to the so-called Christian Americans that have performed more terrorists on the so-called Negro since our sojourn here in America.
Who say it was Christians? They kill a lot of people.
All I'm saying. Like,
can I just say two things?
no, man, by all means, brother, please.
When you read the article, the mayor of New Jersey is Jewish. And he made a statement. He said, we must aggressively.
We must who what?
We must aggressively call out anti-Semitism.
And how can we be anti-Semitism when we are the true Shemites?
You know what?
But did you hear what he said? The mayor who is Jewish, the word by suffix means one who pretend, act like Jew. Call out anti-Semitism.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key word to activate. Like, you can't say bomb and president on the phone and think they won't be in your door.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And the main people that got a problem with Hebrew Israelites is who?
Those Jewish
fake
people.
Jews.
Yeah. So,
because he tell the truth on them corners, man.
Exactly.
That hurt them when they hear that.
So I want you to
I'm just saying connect the dots.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Then prior to the shooting,
right,
the president signed an executive order.
Listen, boy, you was just talking about this earlier, wasn't you, man? Go ahead, Jedediah, talk about it.
He signed an executive order making the religion of Judaism a nationality.
A nation. How did a religion become a nation? And if you're the true Jews, wasn't you a nation already?
And another thing, too, this really going to, I don't know if y'all pay attention to this. Now, Firecon was saying about the Jews, but they ain't never go that far with it.
Like October the 10th.
They going forward with it now because the Hebrew, you know what I'm saying?
October the 10th. That was October the 10th.
Yeah.
2010.
It's a problem.
2010, wasn't it? I like the dough. That's Phil, brother Phil.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think that was October. Don't quote me on the day. Like, this was like October the 10th or 21st. It was in October. I think it was like 2010. Where Farrakhan went on record and said, "We are the two children of Israel." Right. That's what my brother talking about. But let's look what Ram says real quick. Right, there's some acolytes. That's right. There's some acolytes. Act like they Israel.
You know what? That bothers them out. Everything when they say they not, when you say they fake Jews, that bothers them, man.
Bro, it's the truth.
They don't like the truth, boy.
Hey, look, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Right, so check it out. Racially and ethnically motivated extremists, or REME, is a unit within the department's intelligence division to hone in on homegrown far-right extremists, domestic terrorism, and organized hate groups. Hey, man, what's that one group in St. Louis? Malaki. He probably can't hear me. Listen, we actually have a group here in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? When our brother Malaki was going through the little mess that he was going through, right? That was a group. I can't think of it now. I'm trying to ask him what it is.
There you go, bro. STL Fusion.
STL Fusion. I can't see it on here because I got this highlighted.
That's all good.
All praises. So it's called STL Fusion. Google it, bro. Please listen, man. Listen. Google this stuff. Search this stuff out. Find this stuff out, Israel. I'm not playing with you. When my brother Mally, man, listen, man, when he had got jammed up for helping a sister, there wasn't nothing else. Helping a sister. They jumped on him. We all remember when Malaki was locked up. You hear me? They thought he was a domestic terrorist. Yes. Yeah, him. Him that's back there right now. Him. Yeah. Bro, right. They will always attack a man who has a righteous mind. Right. That's what you seeing. You hear me? That's my brother. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Fred. Now you ain't never been scared. You hear me? Mally, when he got free from prison, bro, he called me on my phone. He said, Nehemiah, I need to come and holler at you. That man pulled up at my house. Real story. And a few other Hebrews, but I can't talk about them. I'm talking about me. He pulled up in my house with his paperwork and showed me his paperwork where my name, my social, my car license plates of all my vehicles, and my address and my picture was in his paperwork under STL Fusion, studying us out to be an extremist group. They've been doing this under the table. They needed a situation to bring it active forefront. And listen, what just happened with the Islamic dude? They coming, bro. But be joyful, Israel. Your salvation is near, but you must suffer first.
But they ain't got nothing covered because ain't no violence, man. You can't lock nobody up because they talking.
Bro, I'm telling y'all the truth, bro. I ain't lying about nothing, man. This man, he could have lied. He could have kept it on himself. That man called me the day he got home, bro. Pulled up at my crib, bro, with the paperwork, bro, and showed me and asked him what I said. I said, but they've been looking at me anyway. When I was out here being Big J, Big Man ENT, huh? You know me, Fred. That was my job ain't to get caught. I'm not scared about bending nobody's paperwork. You can't hide from this heathen. Look up STL Fusion, man. That's just St. Louis. But New York got their same version of STL Fusion. It's called REME, R-E-M-E. Do me a favor, somebody in the room. Google STL Fusion and post that in the room so we can see what that is, so I can share with this group. Hey, listen, y'all. If you know who you is and whom you belong to and who you are, don't worry about it, man. Everybody in this Bible, they ain't on there, didn't live no ripe old age serving the Most High. You was killed, persecuted, sawed in half, hung on the cross upside down. You was done every which way wrong. Fed to Alabama, bro. Everything. Everything. You know what I'm saying? This life, listen, if Christ, who was the greatest man to walk this planet, had to die for this revolution, get yourself ready. Mind you, I ain't say go kill for this revolution. Just be prepared. Now, if you cross me in these commandments, I'm going to meet you with the judgment of these commandments. That is the house of NehemiYAH told. I ain't going to put nobody else on the spot. Man. Man. And listen, hey, bro, I'm going to stand here for y'all so y'all can get home. Am I lying? Is that how I move, Fred? Do I do it by myself or do I do it with everybody? I do it by myself. Huh? You know me. I'm going to make sure y'all get home, bro. I kicked it. I had a great life. I kicked it. You see what I'm saying? Anybody pull up their STL Fusion real quick? It's out there. STL Fusion.
Man, I look at things like this.
I'm going to look it up myself. I might be spelling it wrong. It might be it.
You got the government, you got the ones, the haters want like the Klan.
Well, look, it popped right up. It popped right up. STL Fusion, domestic violence.
government wants us to stay dumbfounded, so they can keep running this stuff like they're going. You know what I'm saying? They want this stuff to stay like this. They want that NBA to keep going. That's making them money off of it. That's what they're doing, man. They don't want us to know the truth, man.
Bear with me for a minute, y'all. This is a Mac.
All the blacks in this country know what the Hebrew Israelite that's what we come from. Man, they're gonna have a problem.
Man, I can't. Man, I wish I had my mouse or whatever. Hey, Mal.
You know, people in the churches, they don't believe.
Hey, ask Mal to come for a minute so I can get this word
They
off.
don't believe that.
All right, y'all. We gonna listen real quick. So we saw the domestic violence. We gonna play this subject. I want y'all to hear what Roland Martin had to say about the situation.
To join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. Only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. I want to talk about this story here. The shooting took place in New Jersey yesterday. Well, police say 2 suspects. Go to my iPad, please. David Anderson and Francine Graham. This is the New York Post. They followed a hateful religious sect called the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Stop. Why they say he followed the United States government as a U.S. veteran? Filter through the noise, Israel. Give me a second. I got one thing up here. I got one thing up here I need you. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna come out of here. I don't even think I share the screen anyway. That's why. So I went off. I need to get rid of that. Just click on comment.
Hey,
Scroll down till you see the.
this stuff on
Yeah, so I don't know where it's at so far. Bingo.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah.
Hey, look, but why you here though? Everybody know your situation. When you came home, but how fast did you call me tell me you need to pull up on me?
Shit, immediately.
That man showed me. Listen, man.
It
might be like hate, but that was love, bro. He said, "Nee, I need to come and pull up on you in person." He brought his paper. He said, "Bro,
boy, thicker than the New Testament, boy.
I just need to show you what's going on, bro, because your name is."
They know the truth.
No, I just
So we back from our technical different.
I find it, just posted the link or something like that.
No, that's just
Hey,
verbal.
oh, hey.
So look, hold on, Fred. So because he gonna leave. So when he came home, right? We got music about it, everything. He said, "Bro, I need to come and holler at you ASAP, bro." He wasn't even home a day, bro. Pulled up. I didn't know STL Fusion even existed until he told me.
Yeah, me either.
You hear me? They thought he had bombs, terrorists. They threw spike strips out on him, busted his car tires. He had a truck, big boy off the ground truck, flattened all his tires. You know what I'm saying? Guns out, force.
17 of them boys.
Force.
Put your hands on your face.
Force.
Dang.
By force.
Who y'all looking for?
All because he was trying to help a sister out of tickets.
Yeah, fighting court.
Not illegal. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about the other spin, but that's another story.
Yeah,
so all I'm saying is, when he came home, bro, he called me, came to my house, he showed me the paperwork, my name, my social, every vehicle I own, my address, my picture, everything is in his report.
Not just you.
No, it's other people. I'm just speaking about me because I ain't putting nobody else out there.
Yeah.
Just me. It's out there. What I tell you, it's what it is.
Man, but they don't understand what they did. That's a big mistake. Because I'll tell you why. The white people that don't know what they gonna do. They gonna want to what's going on. They might want to investigate that, man. They gonna find out, man.
So I'm gonna see if I can share this
You know what
screen.
I'm like? He is the real Israelites. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They gonna investigate that, man.
So
we
we
investigate it by reading.
So we gonna
reading, you'll find out.
You'll find out the truth.
That's what they look. Man, they open up, they hurt themselves, man.
Yeah, I ride home, Fred. Go ahead, man. I ride home, Fred.
Cause look, if I'm a white person now, I'm thinking, man.
Do me a favor,
man,
bro.
Yeah.
My wife's tired. Just watch her to the car. She gonna take my van home, and I just got home. But just watch her out to the car. Call me, baby, or text me. Let me know you made it home. STL. I don't know how to copy and paste on it. I tried to go to it. Matter of fact, hold on. Here you go, right here. So this is the website, y'all. Yeah, I'm sharing the screen, so if y'all can see it, they deal with this. This is the group that came after Malaki, a sub-department of the St. Louis Police Department, right? St. Louis Fusion. Oh, let me try to go back. See if I can Google back. Oh, you posted all praises. They don't walk you out, baby. Make sure you're okay.
Because you know what? Like I say.
All right, y'all. I'm going back.
The ones that looking at CNN.
All right, baby. Let me know you made it home.
Like, you know what? All right, shalom, my sister.
Love you, babe. See you in a minute. All right, y'all. So understand, man, this department didn't come out of nowhere. It had to be in play and implemented. Why? Because it has a name. That means it has that. Listen, if you understand business and budgets and all that, how police departments move, you didn't do that in one day. It has to have approval from higher ups, from the governor to the police department to the committee or the board of commissioners.
Look,
come up here and talk. Come on up here and talk.
White people always in the head. They always in the head, man. You know what I'm saying? They think 5 and 10 years down the road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
While you thinking 2019, they on 2030, 2040.
See what I'm saying? They always
this already was set up, man.
Yeah, because they didn't pull it out there.
Right, because they knew that the Hebrew Israelites was getting big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they got that right there set up for that. We're gonna probably bring them out in case it get out of hand. So they probably said, now it's time to bring them out now.
To implement,
right?
Yeah.
So they think ahead, man. That's how they
got think tanks.
They got think tanks, man.
That's how they do.
That's how they operate.
So we're gonna go ahead and finish this video real quick. Man, how you enjoying the class, Fred?
Love it, man.
All praises, brother. All praises. Let's go ahead and get this video, y'all. This from Roland.
And they believe that Jews were, first of all, I'll read the story here. They believe that white people are agents of Satan. Shots were fired into that. 4 people were killed on the inside. The SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center, calls them a strongly anti-white, anti-Semitic group. This was just a crazy shooting that took place yesterday, Monique.
And didn't there's an officer who was shot right before it happened, but some distance away, so they haven't been able to put all the pieces together. But I was just saddened to hear about that. It's so sad.
Hey, look, there's always those amongst Israel, bro.
Oh, man.
How sad are you about this so-called white cop? Now, mind you, I'm not edifying the loss of any life, but I'm trying to bring us to a perspective of thinking.
Right.
Why is the black man and woman always saddened by the death of the white man? And the white man ain't never saddened by your death.
Man, because ain't enough, dude.
Ain't that what you sent me in that Ku Klux Klan video?
Yeah.
Bro, hey, Fred.
The Ku Klux Klan do say We want some more.
Congo. That's true.
Yeah, we want
See, what our people
some.
suffer from is what's called Stockholm Syndrome.
God.
We sick. We suffer from post-traumatic slave syndrome.
Yeah, slavery.
We suffer.
Slavery is really it's still hurting us, man.
Bro, yes. It just showed that when our Sister Joy, the Gory, she's married now, so she has a new name.
Another thing too. Those people, man, that lay in that guy, that was a random thing, there, man. Because look, if an organization would have did it, the United States always, like when an organization plans something to do an attack, they stop it.
Bro.
How you notice that?
Bro.
Every time.
Did you ever you hear what he's saying?
When like a whole group of
I got a question.
Stop it before it happened. So that lets you know if they knew that, they would stop that. So that was a random thing.
Man. Hold on. Let's land back. Let's land back. Hold on. Oh, Fred, that's cold.
Yeah.
So what Fred is saying, if this was an organized type of crime or a Hebrew Israelite camp that sent them to do that,
they'd have stopped it.
They'd have stopped it before it happened. Because the mayor is Jewish.
Right.
So all the powers are up under him.
That's a random thing.
And his authority.
So they can't stop random stuff because you just up and do it.
Watch this though. Land back. Watch this. So if it was a Hebrew Israelite group that did it and successfully activated and carried out it, why the FBI ain't at that Israelite camp right now closing it down? That Israelite camp be getting closed down right now. Man, them cops will be up all of it. Then you'll be seeing fringes on the floor, hands behind the head, nigga, a whole camp locked up. If Honor and Humility did some shit like that, nigga, that dope be kicked the fuck in right now while I'm on this mic.
Hey, look, you would have had police from Maine coming down helping New York officers out.
And I apologize, bro.
400.
I'm just very passionate about this BS that falls on our people. You already know, Zeal. If that was Honor and Humility, I'm gonna put us out here. And excuse me for my brother, I ain't asked permission for this, but I'm gonna jump out as one of the elder members here. If that was me who did that, and I died, say it was me and Soraya and Kaya, me and my two wives would have did that, they would have been in my 12 children house first. Man. Then they would have been here at our address. You know what? We public. 8890 Jenny Station Road. And they would have been in her. They would have hollered at you. They would have looked at all my past. 40 years with this man. He is out. He served in the military. In the office under the Navy.
Man, they got so much knowledge, man. They don't know who your classmates was when you was in the second and third.
They look who you talk to on Facebook.
Hey, look.
They're paying them.
Teachers and everything, man.
How was he when he was in school?
Mm-hmm.
And Fred, how many whoopings I used to give for talking stuff about the Most High and us being hey, boy, I used to get my ass. My mom used to say, leave the white people alone about their Jesus and them angels. I'd be up in there banging. I'm telling you, bro, my parents, our parents, paid. We didn't see public school to high school. Our parents paid for our education. They wanted me to get this what they was giving, but you know I got the truth at home. Man, I grew up in a time where corporal punishment was mandated and applied in America. But I used to get my ass whooped by that paddle by the teachers. Not a game.
The worst thing about that school was they teaching it wrong. Which was rough.
And I, as a child, banged, boy, I got tore up.
They taught that Bible wrong.
Hey, look, they whooped Freddie one time. Hey, boy, left school. Hey, boy, hey, he said, man, I ain't taking this shit. Hey, boy, he walked out of school and went straight home. He said, man, I ain't finna whoop me no more. Hey, I ain't lying, bro. I remember that day, bro. That boy, hey, man, what Freddie ass? Hey, Fred walked out of school like, I'm done. Hey, them teachers wore our asses out.
Man, you know, after you He hit with it so long, that motherfucker just start stinging.
Hey, boy, I think he remembered it. Like, I think he in flashback mode.
Get a knife and cut your ass and pour alcohol in.
Ooh.
Man, I'm hurt, man. I walked out that school, man.
Hey, boy, well, hold on, look. They got so mad at me, they sent me to juvenile, bro. Bro, they attacked me, bro. They sent me to juvenile, bro. Bro, sent me to baby jail. Not a game. Well, I finished playing this thing about the Black Israelite group that was on Roland Martin's show.
For all of the families that are involved, and hate is unacceptable. There's no exception to that.
And it speaks to, again, the issue, Amisha, that we have in this country when it comes to domestic terrorism. In America, largely is white domestic terrorism.
Stop. Roland hit it right on the head. The greatest terrorist in America is the white terrorist. But why don't bring that out? How do we go to black terrorism, create all these new forces, St. Louis Fusion for us, Remy for, New York PD? I guarantee wherever you live at in this captivity, find out your groups in your areas. They are there.
You know what? If we did do some terrorism, we got the right to do it. But they did us, man.
If anybody has a right to raise up and act a fool, it should be the so-called Negro. But bro, we've been persecuted, downtrodden, ran amok, Plymouth Rock landed on us, all that. And we still the most loving, hugging, want to go along, get along, act like.
Ain't none of that.
That's why the Israelites so dangerous. You know why? I want to move on my own land. I want to build my own house. I want to have herbals like the YAHKIs, all of them in my community to heal my nation. I want warriors like my brother Phil and JEDADIYAH. I know my brothers. These are young warrior lights. You see what I'm saying? These brothers don't play. You hear me? I need them. I'm old. I'm going to go before them. Because I'm the type of Israel, I want to build a battlefield with you. I'm not going to sing your death, but I'm ready to die with you. That's what makes us scary to them.
Right. What I see now is what that Bible is saying, man.
Exactly, bro. These young men, man, listen. These men take care of their families, huh? It makes sense. Fred, you raised your son, right?
Huh?
Did you raise your son?
Yeah.
Did I raise my children?
Yeah.
These men, you don't know them, they raised theirs. Bro, Israelites promote men to be men, not animals.
Right.
We take in the animals and we break them down and we build them up in righteousness according to scripture to be righteous men of YAH'KI under the banner of Mashiach Yahushua.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't no punk walk. This is a real walk.
But it's so many ways you can look at it. Matter of fact, you can.
And it's a glory to God child side.
Let's take this out.
Straight up.
Man, look at the whites that's over here. They didn't like what was going on in England. They felt like they was at the bottom.
So what they do?
What they do? Roll out.
Uh-huh. Listen, and they killed, and they stole, and they robbed. But your revolution, make it peaceful. Hypocrites. You weren't peaceful in your revolution. But you want me to be peaceful in mine.
Man, check this out.
Your old president who signed the Constitution, John Adams, say any unjust law must be broken.
Dude, this gonna mess y'all up right here. On them gun channels on YouTube, man, you know they say at the end, like when they get through with their video, they say, there's no freedom without suffering and pain.
Ain't no revolution without bloodshed, huh?
Yeah. They say ain't no revolution without suffering and pain. So
They know.
They know.
Listen, when Christ come back, you read the Revelation account, he says he's coming back with a vesture dipped in what? Blood. Is it Kool-Aid? Red dye? Blood. Up to the horses, what?
Right.
Come on, man. It's not a game, bro. And look, I apologize. Y'all know how Nehemiah over. Listen, man, bro, I got fire. I'm not built to run. I can't hide. And I ain't ducking. I'm out front. Hey.
Well, it's been at this point. That's all we got to do.
That's where I'm at, Fred. You already know.
We follow that book, everything else gonna take care of it.
Hey, you follow this book, everything else gonna take care of itself. And let's get back to this video.
But we have domestic terrorism, but here we don't want to call it that. We just call it a shooting.
Absolutely. I find that very interesting and problematic at the same time, because when you know that there is someone who is out to get a particular race or out to get a particular religion, and they have basically set up their own theology around these things, that is what that is. You are willing to erect that type of violence. You are willing to go through great pains to make sure that it happens. And I think that, you know, using that term should not be napalm for the American public. Domestic terrorism does occur right here on our soil. These are people who were born and bred right here in America. And I think that that's still a very hard thing for our government, but as well as citizens to actually come to grips with. It's a whole lot easier to, even when wrong, point out terrorism from somebody who does not look like us and who does not come from this country.
Roland, was this group, part of this shooting, was this the same group that was on the Lincoln Mall with the Indian and the young kid from the Midwest with the MAGA hat on?
So look, see how they try to link Israel together? Bro, listen. If y'all didn't catch it, I'll call it. They tried to link up the Make America Great Again incident with the Israelites that was out there at that event with our brother, you know what I'm saying, Chief Ephraim, right? To this brother. They're not the same. One, this dude don't have an affiliation. Now, if you told me that Chief Ephraim did that, I could point you to his congregation, his elders, his belief system. That ain't him. If you tell me that Nehemiah went out there into a Jewish community and smoked somebody, you can trace Nehemiah back to honor and humility, huh? This ain't that. Pete, man, Pete. Go ahead, Fred. I'm gonna get back. I just want Pete.
They are lost, man.
Con.
The white people are very, very lost.
That was never meant to be found. They are spindle.
They think we trying to kill him and take over. God gonna take care of all this.
Hey.
They understand it, man.
Hey, listen, bro. We serve a mighty God.
That's right.
In Israel, I want to kind of get into the Feast of Dedication. I do that tomorrow, or one of us will step up and do it tomorrow. Whatever, praise to the Most High, His Holy Begotten Son. You know what I'm saying? But listen. I'm glad this happened in this feast. Oh yeah, I said that. Because this is the season when most of the world is dead. Everything is high. Robbery.
New Jersey opened up a lot of stuff, man.
I'm glad. Listen, I told you earlier, Fred, when me and you was talking, I said, listen, everybody is playing their part according to God's perfect plan.
Yep.
Suicide is up. Robbery is up. Theft is up. Everything is up. Listen, the man who hate polygamy, who cheated with his other woman on the side, who hate Nehemiah for doing him, trying to buy 2 Christmas gifts for both his wives on the down low. Dumbasses. Dumbasses. I ain't buying my wives nothing for Christmas. But we'll be here for the Feast of Dedication together. How do the ugliest, biggest Hebrew rock hard? I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to keep it funky. Boy, you throw it in my chest, brother. Oh! Fred, you know me, man. I'm not playing with these cats. I love hard. I fight hard. And I'm going to die hard. Straight up. I already know. Listen, I peep Ishmael out. Why they don't do this to the Ishmaelites? Let's deal with that, because they Hebrews. I don't care about it. I'm going to deal with the Hebrew nation. Ishmael are Hebrews. Ishmael, the Arabs. They are cousins. They are. They're not the covenant seed. We have to talk deeper, Fred. Just follow me through. I'm going to talk to them.
One second. They ain't no, I don't like some, they ain't no good, man.
No, they not, bro. Come. The Bible says, bro, they're not blessed. They're not blessed in that manner. The Bible says they are the wild. Wow. Listen, this Bible cold, bro.
Where's that, man? I need to read that. Come on, find that.
You'll pull up the wild man. Go ahead, pull it. Hold on. We'll get that together. So while he pulling that up,
When the Bible talking about them too, man.
man, they the wild man, bro.
That Bible is something else, man.
Man, this Bible is the truth, and I'm gonna stand for it. I give my life for it, my soul for it. Signed, stamped, and sealed, and put the phone on.
But that tell you that book is real, man. That book written how many years ago? 5,000-6,000. Talking about them people, man.
You got it?
I don't like it. Got them gals up in there, man. They be looking at them sisters, man. Won't let the brothers work up in them.
Genesis 16.
I don't like them, man.
Genesis 16,
I don't
like
like
verse
them,
11.
man.
Hold on,
You
Fred.
get smart with the brothers when they go up in there.
Genesis 16 should be like verse 11 and 12. All right. See, that's the one with the name in it.
You on the money.
Oh. Yeah.
Man, you know my sister that ain't one of them.
Man, you know I know that name, bro. That's my girl.
One of them, when Arabs want them, man.
They always want
man, want them. See, I want that so bad.
Fred,
Told
here go your answer.
that, man.
Here your answer. Genesis. Genesis in the Bible means beginnings or Bereshith.
Bereshith.
Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 16, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
And the angel of the Most High said unto her.
So we understand who talking. It's the angel of the Most High. The messenger, the Malakim.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
He talking to Sarah, the wife of Abraham.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
So it's dealing with Hagar.
Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man.
He will be a what?
And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. He shall dwell in the presence of all his brothers.
In every city, where is there what in your city? An Arab store, an Arab gas station, an Arab everything, Arab cell phone spot. Once your phone broke down, how you stole somebody's cell phone, who can get it erased and get you
illegal stuff?
Come on, man.
Chicken spot.
They cold, man.
Bro, ain't they on the new chicken spot? And they've been cooking some good chicken too. I ain't even say, hey, bro. Hey, Fred. This Bible is frighteningly accurate.
That thing is accurate, man.
Yeah.
Listen. Let me get back to my conversation on this. Why don't this so-called white man or any heathen act up against Ishmael the way they do the so-called Negro? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you why they do it. Because if something happened to one of them Ishmaelites, hey, Junior say, Daddy, they cut mama out, Daddy. They did what? Hey, well, give me that vest out the closet. What you think in that vest? C4. Wow, man. Hey, bro, what? Okay, you getting it. Bro.
It is wild.
So, bro, here's what happened. Hey, go get my vest. Go get my vest out the closet. Right? Hey, look, we'll get the AR. He gonna button that up. He gonna say his prayers. He gonna turn his head to the right. He gonna turn his head to the left. He gonna walk up in that damn spot. You did what to me, wife? Allahu Akbar! Boom.
Let me bring this up, bro.
Go ahead.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83. I want to start at verse 3.
So what he reading is Psalms chapter 83. It's one of the other proofs that we are them people. It says that all these nations are going to come up against us, right? And it tells you they will make a turmoil against God's hidden ones, which is us, right? So I'm just giving you the foundation of what he reads.
Yeah, we talking about the Ishmaelites.
We talking about the Ishmaelites,
right?
Go ahead.
All these other nations.
And mind you, the slave trade before the transatlantic slave trade was the Arab slave trade.
Right, because they got some black. They had black slaves in Iraq and Iran.
Sub-Saharan slave trade.
That's right.
Go ahead, up.
It says verse 3. Book of Psalms chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So what nation on this planet don't know who they are? If I ask a white Polish person, I come from Poland, as I come from Italy, as somebody from Africa, I come from Africa, I'm from Zimbabwe, whatever. When you ask a so-called nigga where he come from, give me Deuteronomy, hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 26. When it comes to the so-called Negro, we don't know. That's not by accident, it's called by design. He gonna hold that spot, feel free to Deuteronomy 32 and 26. Check this out. I read it.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
I said, I would scatter them into corners.
Stop. Did we get scattered into all the four corners of the earth through this slave trade? Go ahead, bro.
I would make, let me start this thing.
All praises.
I said, I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease.
Who is the Negro? Slave. Who knows? I will make the remembrance of them cease. Go ahead.
From among men.
No man can tell you who you are. Go ahead.
Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is hot, and the Most High hath not done all this.
Ain't that what they say? God ain't with you, niggas. Bro, you can't make this up. Now go ahead and finish reading you out.
Let me finish this out. Verse 5.
Bro, Fred. This Bible is older than America itself.
It's a living book.
Whoa. Say that again.
It's a living book.
I love that. You hear what he said? He said, this is a living
You know why?
book.
Well, I know you know why. It's the events that's happening today is in that book.
Real
so
time.
that's why it's living.
Teams.
Man, bro.
Real time, bro. For real.
I would call the Bible a living book, bro. You just upgrade my understanding.
That book got a heart.
Hallelujah. Man, dude, yes, this Bible is the living word of Elohim. Ooh. The living word of Elohim, bro. That was profound what you just brought out.
Ecclesiastes 3:15. Let me finish this right
here. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
They came together under one accord. That's your first Confederate meeting. Ooh-wee. And it actually says that. Go ahead.
They are confederate against thee.
How did I just tell you that? How did the Bible understand what a Confederate people was long before America was even a democracy? You can't make this up, bro. Go ahead.
He gonna name them.
Come on. Oh, Jedadiah, bring it out.
The tabernacles of Edom.
So, what you call the so-called white man?
And the Ishmaelites.
They're your Arabs right there.
Of Moab.
They're your Chinese.
And the Hagarim.
They're your Africans.
The Gabal.
They're your Africans.
The Ammon.
Africans.
And Amalek.
And the Africans. The fake Jew. Oh, God, yes, yes.
And Philistines.
That's definitely blacks. That's who Samson was messing with Delilah.
With the inhabitants.
What's up with them?
Who?
I'm kind of okay. They Hebrews.
Who?
Philistines.
No.
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 The Hamites.
The Hamites. No.
The Philistines.
Listen, Fred, you can go to a store where African people are,
Yeah.
and be like, what's going on, my brother? Say, no, we're not the same. They call you Kata. Cotton picker. Kata.
Like they belly.
Yeah.
Slap the shit out of one of them.
Hit that for me. Ecclesiastes 3:15.
Hey, check this out. Got another script. All praises. Go ahead, Phil. Whenever you're ready, fire off.
This Ecclesiastes 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now.
Read it slow.
Ecclesiastes 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
Stop. Make that make sense. That makes sense because that what will be had already been. That was Adam. We're going back to the garden. Huh? How you make that up? What was is. Slavery, bondage, captivity, evil, sin, go against the law, turn to, come back, bring it out.
This Confederate has been and
it is now. But what, read that part about the last part you just read. Give me about 4 words back.
Okay. That which has been is now.
That which has been Garden of Eve. My fault. Read that again. My fault. Salakia. That which has been is now. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Slavery, bondage of old. Hear me? We went through Babylon, Assyria, Persia, Greece, Rome, and now. What was? Boy, you on that Revelations, boy. Boy, Phil ain't playing out here. Go ahead, Phil.
And YAHKI required that which is past.
So he want the old thing. He want the Garden of Eden back. Because remember, Adam is Adam. Christ was called the what Adam?
Second Adam.
Third Adam.
Second Adam.
Fourth Adam.
Second Adam.
Second. The first one was carnal. The second one was what?
Spirit.
Those who worship me will worship me in spirit and what?
Truth. Spirit and truth.
That was told by the Samaritan woman and Christ in that scenario when Christ told those who come to him will worship in spirit and truth.
Yeah, this book is alive, man.
Hey, boy, I'm gonna call this Bible a living book. You just upgrade my understanding. Are we finished with that, bro? All right, so we're going to finish this rolling. We ain't got long, y'all. I just want to talk to y'all.
My greatest fear is that all hate groups are completely, I want to abolish them quite frankly, whatever their race is. And I agree with Monique. My concern here, once we get through the grieving, is that this hate group, because they look like us, that our conservatives and Republicans will use this to justify the fact that they don't own the white hate group space.
What did you just say?
White, an educated Negro.
He tried to separate us from them and then run the political aspects and infer that they'll look at us different. These so-called leaders are the worst ever. And Malcolm X called these niggas out all the time. Ain't nothing new under the sun, which is real bad.
Oh man, I think I need to watch Y'all watch that new series, Forrest Whitaker?
Godfather Harlem.
Man, they got Michael Lynch in there. Oh man. They took it up.
All right, you already know.
Bubba Johnson.
Yeah, with Buck.
He told him, he said, you ain't nothing, you just working with them.
He said, bro, you ain't no different than them.
You ain't no different with them.
Because we our people got this false understanding that we have progressed.
Boy, you done digress is what you did.
And
Boy, you done digress.
Malcolm X, he got a famous quote. I don't know if I'm misquoting him, but he said something like this.
How back you
up? If I stick a 9-inch blade in you and I pull it out 3 inches, have I made progress?
There's a 6-inch difference.
That blade's still in you.
If I stick a 9-inch blade in you and I pull out 3 inches of that same blade, have I made progress?
You still bleeding out. So we got to erase that mindset.
Man, perfect time to hit play.
You know what? They say he was still live. I don't think he'd be a Muslim, man.
Oh no, he awoken. He actually separated himself from NOI.
Yeah.
And he told you in his grass and roots speech, and also Khalid Muhammad, who they killed as well, said that we are those true Jews. Straight up. I can't make this up. You go ahead and play.
Who are killing more police officers than black people could ever kill on an annual basis. And so, you know, I don't think hate speech has never been free speech. I think if you're a hateful group, however you define them, and it needs to be defined, then I think you lose your First Amendment right. I just do. Well, in fact.
Boy, did you hear these clowns, bro? If you speak hate speech, which has not been defined, but should be defined. I told you the Bible didn't do hate speech. I'm saying, just listen, he tell you how the future will be out.
They calling for the
He said that your First Amendment right should be what?
Tree.
Your First Amendment right should be removed. So how can you have a constitution? I'm not folks. It's actually constitution. How you have a constitution that give rights to everything? We the people. And now remove rights from certain people. And it's no longer we the people.
Right. Right.
Oh, but
he said, well,
filter through the noise. My whole thing tonight is filter through the noise.
Filter through the noise.
I never hashtag this class. Filter through the noise.
That's right.
Your Bible tells you, you know. You are a dominant gene. Listen, let's go back to the cell level. If black is a dominant color, every color pours in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Every color comes out of it. We just read the scripture say, listen, even in darkness, in that Psalms 139, it's still like light unto you. Well, that's way above thinking. That's way above thinking.
Go over your head like a jet.
He said I could be in darkness and I'm still in light with you.
Now look all the inventions we done did. Come on, man. Come on. You got to be some type of special people, man.
God.
You got to.
Not you got to.
Yeah.
You are.
You are.
You are.
Ye are the flavor and salt of the earth.
God.
Yeah.
World War II. United States had to go over there and bomb Germany. But you know, back then they had the big bombers, and you had the what? The fighter planes, the escort.
And who were they, Fred?
Hold on. The white dudes, they couldn't
push.
They couldn't support the bombers, man. The bombers get shot down. So they sent them red tails over there, man.
They sent who?
Judo.
Now, who was those red tails, Fred?
Hebrews, man.
Hey! What color was those Hebrews in them red tail squad? They was what? And they ain't never lose. Hey.
Yeah.
Bro.
Salt of the earth.
Bro, you the greatest people on the
I got
planet.
this.
bro.
I got this.
Wow.
Oh, read it.
You the greatest people on this planet, bro.
Read it out.
And when we realize who we are and we know who we are, we'll move in that same mindset.
Yeah.
Therefore, man thinketh, so shall he be.
Hey, the government got rid of it, the program, man. Immediately.
They don't want you, though. Listen,
God,
one of our other
they
ancestors,
got rid of that, man. They said, we can't have it.
one of our other ancestors named John Henry Clark. He's gone. He was recent, but he's gone now. He said the job of your enemy is not to educate you. Because if he educates you, you won't ask for your freedom. You take it.
Take it.
This is why hate group, this new force, and they'll be in place because the worst thing for them is a conscious Negro. Go back to 1712 in the William Lynch letter says this is a warning. 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 If the black mind has the ability to touch a piece of its original history, the mind has the natural ability to what?
To do what?
Correct itself.
Heal itself.
You have just become public enemy number one. Mally said it earlier. The fastest way to get your enemy up off of you is to stop acting like your enemy. How did the Negro become Santa Claus loving? Thanksgiving keeping.
Integration.
Bro, actually, I'm gonna do a class. I don't know what's going on. I might come up tomorrow and do a class to show that our Elohim, he actually a separatist.
Be ye segregated.
And then bring in the Maccabee who understands this with the revolt. That we're supposed to fight to remove that oppressor out.
We gotta get away from this show, man.
Oh, hey. 18, come ye out from among who? Her. And be ye not partakers of her what?
Sin.
Look, they're already doing that. That's not the law, by the way, but I believe that. Correct, they're already doing that. I mean, all of a sudden, all the media, you're not even covering this story because of these black separatists, but if they were white, you would be all over it.
Well, you know, we, as I said, the conservatives.
We're going to Sambo. We're going to Sambo. Dr. Christopher Sambo.
We go to a number of these people, and I think that's a huge part of the problem.
This is your
It
cancer.
is easier to say that they are
And look,
Middle Eastern or they're
now,
this or that.
Anybody that's an Israelite, what you see? Anybody online, I can't see what you typing. If I pull my phone up, what do you see? All right, y'all. Israel, check this out. I'm looking at my brother JEDADIYAH. Look how these cool Sambo sellout Negro leaders. What do you see in this picture? I'm waiting for y'all to type it. He said big forehead. I ain't with that forehead stuff, man. I got a big forehead. What do y'all see in this picture? And what do you hear in conversation? Look at it.
What I see is European education.
No doubt. What else do you see? That's what you see. What else you see? There you go. Yashin, Yashala. There you go. Martin Luther King. What else do you see in this picture?
The sorcery.
Look over to the right.
Wow.
The White House.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
Yeah, they magicians.
Signs and symbols for a what?
Conscious mind.
Conscious mind. Yashin, you boy, dreamer lights.
He didn't sell out.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he very much so did.
I know he did.
But no, he
that money, right?
he took it out. He took it.
He took the money.
He took it.
He took the deal. Bro.
He took the deal. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Martin Luther King when he got killed. This is when Martin Luther King got killed. I feel I integrated my people into a burning building.
He let you know.
Life over.
And
guess who helped sell his ass out to the death? His coon ass homeboys,
Reverend
Jackson and Sharpton. Okay, it's not a game, y'all. As my sister Poppy put, perfect setup, fatality. Let's play.
Or the other. The fact is that what Timothy McVeigh did was in fact terrorism. I mean, that's the fact.
Why is it harder because they're white? I mean, if they're white terrorists, they're white domestic terrorists. So what? They're all bad.
But we don't disagree on that.
Because America don't like saying that.
Yeah.
Did they call Timothy McVeigh a white terrorist? Or they saying that Dylan is a white terrorist? Well, you heard Rhoda say they don't like saying that.
What they say? What they call it?
No, he's mentally unstable.
Every mass shooting.
Every mass shooting. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You are. Go ahead, Jedediah. Go ahead.
No, they call it home terrorist.
It's a case of
No, check it out.
Every mass
They're
shooting.
mentally ill.
It's a case of mental illness. Every heathen mass shooting. Because the shooting that went down in what's that, Philly? Yeah. If I remember correctly, I remember a video of them like sprinkling blood on them or something.
On one of the officers.
Fred, you can't make this up, bro.
I haven't taken the CBD, but we
It's the other. White is pure. They don't
Look at
have
these
terrorism.
effeminate
Jesus
leaders.
is white, blonde hair, blue eyes.
You know, I ain't saying
conservatives, Republican conservatives.
But see, here's the thing. You're talking about Republicans, conservatives. So let me be clear.
Just ask.
No. Let me be clear. Okay.
Well, come on, make it clear.
The two Sambos laughing at
From
each
my
other.
perspective, I am a conservative. I'm not crazy. I'm not a nut. I'm conservative. That's it. Okay? And so, in a lot of cases, you intimated that.
Well, do you have something in writing that would support your position? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Read my book.
I think that if they also have to come to terms with the fact that there is a
Might be
lot
allergic
of
to
domestic
coolness.
terrorism that continues to go on. Because these are becoming less and less isolated incidents and happening more regularly. And typically, the person does look like white America. I think that's a very hard thing for America.
Do you peep how quiet they got? The more and more you look at it, it looks like more like white America.
Nope.
Right.
Just one moment.
So we done with that.
As the marijuana momentum continues, our folks at marijuanastock.org have already reached more than half their funding for the CBD investment. So if you want to take advantage, better.
I'm up, boy. Look, I'm officially sneezing to BS. Oh, how chew alike. So look, y'all. We already 3 hours in.
That's it?
I know. I told you. Look, we ain't got to the Mac beat. None of that, bro. And listen. So tomorrow, I might come back up. We'll figure. You know what? Most High will. Everything will be done. So if I don't come up tomorrow, my next class is how the Most High is acceptance. And I'm gonna put. You know what? I'm gonna bed that John 3:16. For God so loved the world.
I give him something to think about.
But there are so many worlds.
Hebrews chapter 1 and 2. Right.
Because it said that Christ can save who people? His people. Christ said, if the world hate me, no, they hated you first. So why is he praying for a world? It's deeper. So I think I might be doing like the Most High is a separatist, along with Dead in the 316, and along with the Maccabees, because we're coming upon the Feast of Dedication, which we are celebrating here in St. Louis. All praises to all the families that's coming down and observing it with us, and all praises to the families that are here in local, keeping it with us. All praises. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be on if I go up. So let's see what it is. You got something for us out?
What you want? You want songs or what?
Yeah, give us the songs, man. We 3 hours in.
I'm feeling good.
Bro, I'm feeling good too. I'm talking about bro. Good. But bro, if I go to the separatists, that's another 2 hours. And listen, I want y'all to see my brother right here, right? JEDADIYAH. He has a situation with, is it okay?
Oh, it's okay.
He has a situation, right? He rasped, but that's medically. He has a few surgeries a year to fix polyps that grow in his vocal cords. You know what I'm saying? So this is how he sounds. So don't be on him hard, you know what I'm saying? It's just him. But he always is amped to do the work. His brother, our brother, is Phil over here. That's what you've been hearing reading the most, me and him. And our brother, you know what I'm saying? We work, it's a family, bro. Each finger works for the whole hand. Each body member works for the whole body. You see what I'm saying? One is watching, observing, you know what I'm saying, the videos, keeping live on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We work as a body. Maddie in the back, everybody working. So we're going to do a Psalms come out. We're going to do a Psalms to come out, bro. But I want y'all to understand this. Filter through the noise. I'm going to do the hashtag, bro.
And keep your hand to the plow.
Keep your hand to the plow. And do it to the end. You know what I'm saying? What Psalms you got for us out? So we're going to do the Most High is a separatist, because most people don't understand that. I think that would go perfect hand in hand with the Christian misunderstanding of John 3:16. But I think tomorrow probably should be more about the dedication. Full class. And then when the 21st comes, it's on the Shabbat. We're going to probably, I already know how we rock. We're going to do a little bit about dedication. We're going to go to dedication, come back. Like the whole Shabbat is here. You realize that? Shabbat on that morning, going to keep the feast at the prospective building, and the after it's right back here at the building again. So definitely. So we're gonna close out with a Psalms. We 3 hours in. I was only thinking 1 hour, but you know how it goes.
We keep going.
I already had it. I'm sleepy. Listen, my wife got sleepy and left. No, that wasn't my wife. That was somebody else. Make it about me, brother. You know, NehemiYAH go. Boy, I pull a 9-hour class on you, boy. Boy, I pull a 9 hour. I'm talking about, bro, if with the Most High being a separatist, that's it. Then talk about John 3:16 like a full breakdown with definitions and going into these words. That's what I want to do. And then come with the dedication. Bro, we'll be here till Sunday. And I gotta go clear the streets for everybody. You have me no good. You supposed to love your brother.
I just ain't,
I know, man. That's what I was telling you, bro. To go this hard in this truth and going through what you go through, and then your brother feel, man, bro. I love it, man. I love it, bro. I love to see young warriors for the Most High. Well, understand this. I'm not that type of person to say, go die. I'm the type of person, I'm going to die with you. You hear me? Understand, we as elders know you gonna send some people to the death. You are. Am I lying, Fred? Does the military know when they send certain people go certain ways? They know they dying. I want to be out there on the field with you. Bury me with my brothers. I ain't built to live forever anyway. So listen, let me get a number 9. If any of y'all got understanding about the situation with New Jersey, how to filter through the noise, see everything for the way it really is. And listen, your sister O'Day say listen, she's praying for you to have healing.
Oh,
hallelujah.
Hold up.
And listen, those prayers of our people toward our Elohim, and we are his children, those prayers get heard. Those prayers straight get heard. So we'll get this Psalms in, bro. Get this prayer in.
You got one.
You got a prayer? I feel you're going to have to yell it out, man. Use your outside voice. So you know how we do, everybody? We face toward the east because we in the west. If we was in the north, we face toward the south. If we was in the south, we face toward the north. If we was in the far east, we'll face toward the west. So we face back towards the, we ain't praying to no wall. We ain't praying to no rock. You know what I'm saying? We praying toward where our father and our forefathers dwell in a land that was flowing with milk and honey. Oh, Lord, these are old leaves. Oh. All right. How we looking? YAHKI!
YAHKI!
I just want to make sure y'all woke. Let's get it.
Psalms 109, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hold not thy peace.
That's right.
O YAHKI, O my praise. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They have compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. For my love, they are my adversaries, but I have given myself unto prayer.
That's right.
And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love, and set thou wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand.
That's right.
I skipped the verse. And they have rewarded me evil for good and hatred for my love. Verse 7. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayers become sin.
Woo.
Let his days be few, and let another take his office.
Woo.
Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow.
Woo.
Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg. Let them seek the bread also out of their desolate places. Let the extortioners catch all that have
all that he had.
All that he have.
That's right.
And let the stranger spoil his labor. Let there be none to extend mercy unto him. Neither let there be any to favor his fatherless children. Let the posterity be cut off, and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Let their iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before the Most High continually, and let he may cut off the memory of them from the earth, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. As he loved cursing, so let it come unto him. As he delighted not in blessing, so let be far from him.
That's right.
As he clothed himself with cursing, like as with the garment, so let him come into his bowels like water, and like oil into his bones. Let it be unto him as the garment which covereth him, and for a girdle wherewith he is girded continually. Let this be the reward of my adversary from the Lord.
That's right.
And of them that speak evil against my soul. But do thou for me, O YAHKI, thy Elohim, for thy name's sake, because thy mercy is good. Deliver me, deliver thou me. For I am poor and needy, and my heart is wounded with me. And I am gone like the shadow when it declineth. I am tossed up and down as the locust. My knees are weak. Thou fasting, my flesh faileth of fatness. I become also a reproach unto them. When thou looked upon me, thou shake their heads. Help me, O Most High.
Help me, O Yah.
My Elohim, O save me according to thy mercy, that thou may know that this is thy hand, that thou, Most High, hast done it. Let them curse, but be blessed thou. When they arise, let them be ashamed.
That's right.
But let their servants rejoice.
That's right.
Let my adversary be clothed with the shame.
That's right.
And let them cover themselves with their own confusion.
That's right.
As with a mantle. And I will greatly praise the Elohim with my mouth.
Hey!
I will praise him among the multitude.
That's right.
For he shall stand at the right hand of the poor to save him from those that condemn his soul.
Hallelujah! Hey man, why we don't pray like that? Man. Hey, listen. You've been taught to pray. Listen, when dealing with her and killed those people, man, the grandchildren of some of those people, man, came in and said, I forgive them. And he said, I don't even want
forgiveness. He sure did.
Right, man.
Sure did. What both them John brothers say?
Boy. Bro, I pray for the downfall of my captivity. You see what I'm saying? So all praises, y'all, man. Look, I had a wonderful evening with you all, man. Like I say, it's not scripted. It's not. I just wanted to come in and have some real talk with y'all, you know, show y'all some stuff, clear up some stuff, awaken your minds. Would you say, just, you know, holler at y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to holler at y'all. Because listen, I know these times are scary. It's okay. I know it's times that we're about to get ran through the muck. It's okay. Listen, some of us about to die. But if you die in this truth, you already got the crown of life. So if your enemy send you that way, he helped you in the judgment. Let it be a glorious war. You hear me? You're going to die. Let it stand for something. Or let it fall for everything. You hear me? Make your calling and your election sure. Faithful is he that called thee. You got every weapon to win. Our Malaki say, all you gotta do is show up.
That's it. We already won.
Anything you want to say, bro? Or any closing comments? You and Phil, that you any closing comments from y'all too?
I'm gonna just say it's a lot going on, I heard.
Yeah.
And don't get discouraged. In 2 Thessalonians, I believe it talks about a great falling away.
That's right.
In these times, things are gonna happen that's gonna cause us to doubt or second guess or possibly fall away. You know, I'm just saying, I just want to say,
be encouraged.
Be encouraged.
I feel that.
Stay connected to the body.
Yes, 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 yes.
And endure. Endure. If you endure, you shall be saved. And that's all I gotta say.
Phil, you got anything, bro? You want to share with the Worldwide Assembly? Phil going for a script. I already see he over there working. He going for a script.
I just want to say endure to the end. And that's the same that shall be saved.
That's right.
That's where I'm coming from. Just endure to the end. Through all the fiery darts. Every day. Just endure. Keep enduring. Same shall be saved.
So I think my brother's definitely saying put on that whole armor.
God.
So you can survive the fiery darts.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So when you understand that, listen, you gonna get blowback for this because the world hated our Messiah. So if they hate our Messiah, they hate us. How you think everybody screaming love Jesus but don't follow Jesus? It's a lie. Stay faithful, y'all. I actually concur with my two brothers. Stay faithful and do it to the end. We got what?
Next.
We got what?
Next.
We got what?
Next.
Yeah! Man, boy, I love y'all, man. Listen. My greatest thing is to be able to come before y'all and share time, life, testimony. Most of y'all I talk to. Most of y'all I actually know or associated with. And I'm talking about I wouldn't rather be nowhere else right now than with y'all. You hear me? And I mean that to the literal casket drop. So I'm going to pray for you as you pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. We all got you. You know what I'm saying? 4 try?
4 try, sure.
All right, bro. All right, family, till tomorrow, most high willing. Love y'all in action, which is deed and truth. Yo. Yo. I don't know how to end this.